London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking Minerals, mate.
So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in today on a glorious, glorious brunch. This is the Minerals FC brunch. Eggs Benedict, all you like, living lavish, living it large. And we're going to have a fantastic show today. Today is about the Ida fan. We're going to have supporters of the Minerals FC, but more importantly, supporters of Chelsea to come on and speak and land their minerals on everything that is going on at our football club. So, first and foremost, guys, you know what to do. I want you all to smash to pieces that like button and let's have it right. Smash it like your missus, or if you've got a fella, and there's some lovely ladies out there, smash it like your fella. And also, I want you to subscribe to Minerals FC. I want you to hit the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, all that jazz, so you know when I'm going live. And we've got the Minerals FC membership, which I will pin in the chat very shortly, and it's down in the description below. So make sure you go and do the deed and become a member of the Minerals FC. So, guys, hopefully everyone is doing good and everyone is enjoying their bank holiday Monday, enjoying it and living it large. So let's quickly see who's in here. We've got Mixed Minerals Medina. We've got De Freezy, my member. Big up to you. Big up to Neil. Big up to Forever Blues. We've got Forza in here. We've got Immortal Trekney, Foot Outlaw. Always, as always, my geezer, Chelsea Old Boys, who will be coming on, guys, as well. He's going to land his minerals in the chat. Not in the chat, live on the show. And we see things that they'll never see. That is what we see as supporters. The whole of London sees it. London is blue. Will always be blue. Let's have it right. 1 star ain't enough for any other for the old Arsenal, who obviously Lego Head Merchant got done in, didn't he? Got done like a kipper by the veneer merchant, and we're all for that. We're all for that. You know, it looks like old Pep Guardiola might get the number on Lego Head Merchant, so hopefully that is all good and we land it. Big up to Red Minerals. Big up to Johnny. Who else in here, guys? If you're not in the chat, get in the chat, guys. I want to see who's in here. We've got JC, Stretters, Mike Geezers, big up Johnny, the only channel that isn't bought and can't be bought. Let's have it right. We cannot be bought at the Minerals FC. That's what we are. That's who we are. We are straight up, no nonsense, and we land the minerals and we are feared. Let's have it right. And may that long continue. But I want to say this. The ones that sit on my table to eat, the ones that sit on my table to eat are the ones that I'll starve with. Everyone else, forget it. Not interested. I will starve with those on my table. And I want to make that very, very clear. My table's It's looking good. It's looking healthy. So don't worry, guys. Big up to all you guys in here, landing it as always. T Crom's in here, Georgie's in here, Bartek as always, my geezer. Big up to Hannah as well. Big up to Wads. Who else? Anthony. All you guys, mate. Samir's in here. Opine, Patrick. He says, here comes Johnny, Pure Minerals, up the Minerals FC, up the Minerals FC, always, guys. Christian Long's in here. Dino, my geezer. DJ Sav. Everyone. Elias is in here. Alan Hilson, my geezer. Dale, RJM, Chelsea Redskin. All my members. Top Bins, my geezer. Come on. We've got Bowley, useless Bowley. He ain't got a fucking clue. He's ruining our club, making us look like mugs. We've got useless Bowley up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. You're not wrong. George Campbell's in here. Daryl's in here. Caden, Footy Talks. Edu sucks toes. Oh, man, that gets me every time. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to every single one of you. Thomas is in here. Morales. Emric is in here. All you guys, get in the chat. I want to see who's in here. There's over 130 of you in here. I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. Make sure we've already got 130 or 35 likes in here before we even get started. Big up to H Talks as well. Every single one of you. Neil says we throw chicken bones to the rest. What a legend. What a legend. Big up to Declared. Lovely to see him in here. He says, big up all. It's been a while, but thanks for doing an earlier stream for us on the other side of the world. Big ups to you, Declared. I hope you are doing well, my geezer. I do actually rate your opinions. And lovely to see you in the chat. And big up to you on the other side. What's that? But you're not on the other side of the coin. Let's have it right. We don't delve into that nonsense, do we? Big up to every single one. We've got someone else in here. What's this one? Wise Controller Geo. Contra Geo. This is a little early for a show in it. It is what it is, mate. We've got to mix it up. There's no guaranteed time slot for Minerals FC. We just land it when we feel like landing it. We've got, who else is in here? We've got DAB in here. Tony Tiger. Matt Falcon, everyone, Ashraf's in here. Big up to all you guys. Make sure you keep landing your minerals in the chat. I want to see who's in here. I want you to show yourselves in the chat. It's very important. I want to see who's watching the Minerals FC and who's supporting at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. So let's not beat around the bush. We are outside of the woods, and we continue to be outside of the woods because we land it everywhere we go. We're going to bring on some obviously some well-known Minerals FC legends. That are always in the chat supporting the show. We're going to bring on Chelsea Old Boys. That's who we're going to bring on first and foremost. We're going to bring on Cursor as well. And we're going to bring on Hannah Chelsea, the queen of Minerals FC. Yeah, let's have it right. So, guys, welcome to the Minerals FC. Lovely to have you on. We're going to land it. We're going to freestyle. We're going to just express what we feel, what is going on, where we think we're going to go. And we're just going to roll with it, guys. So everyone in the chat, I want you to show your appreciation to Chelsea Old Boys, Cursor, Hannah Chelsea. I think Alan might be joining us as well. Hopefully he does. And I want you to get in the chat. It's a gold mine in there. We know it. And let's let everyone know international what the true supporters think about what is happening at our football club. Because Bowley talks about the eye of the fan all the time, but he ain't looking through the eye of the fan. He's looking through the eye of his bank account. That's what he's looking through. And so is Barley, Clear Lake Capital, Wise, the whole consortium. That's all they care about. So, guys, who wants to land it first? Who wants to get stuck in? First, let's listen to Hannah. This is the first time we've heard Hannah on the show. Big up, Hannah. Hope you're doing well. How's
Big up.
It going?
You're right, geezer.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Go on, Hannah.
Does my mic sound okay? It's not too loud, is it?
No, it's crystal here. Crystal.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's just the owners, really, isn't it? And stuff. And I'm just not really happy with the owners and what's going on. You know, I think they're absolutely destroying our club and stuff. And I'm just, it's just not good, really, is it? Like what's going on. I still think they're a red flag and stuff. Yeah. And I think fans need to protest, to be honest, and make our voices heard that we're Chelsea and we won't stand for this crap, Yeah. And I think that we should have got Enrique now. I don't think we should have waited. I think we should have got him now.
Do you believe that he's actually, actually a front runner, or do you think it's just that they want Nagelsmann and that's it? They're just fobbing us off to make us think that we have a chance of getting an elite gaffer. Because let's have it right, Nagelsmann isn't elite, not yet anyway. I'm not saying he can't be elite, but I don't want managers that could be. I want a manager that is.
Yeah, I believe so, and I think I still don't know whether they're going to really drop this like yes man kind of tactic kind of thing. I hope they do, but I don't know. I just don't think they will. I think fans need to speak up and stuff, and I just think they just want to control everything, don't they? But they know nothing about football, so they need to take a step back. Like,
will they though? This is the thing.
Yeah.
Will they?
I don't think they will. Yeah. I mean, do you think we should have got Enrique now as well, or do you think it's best that we've waited?
No.
Yeah.
I would have got. I mean, look. There's two ways to look at it, and the going narrative right now is, why should maybe get him at the start of the season, clean slate, like throw him in now.
Yeah.
Our fan base is a little bit up and down. They might come at him, and let's say we get spanked by Real Madrid, or we're kind of in the position we are, which is down to the owners. It's no one else. But I look at it in a different light. I look at it as he gets to come in and assess the squad he's got now earlier with more time, which will actually benefit him in preparing for the new season and clearing out in the summer. Whereas coming in the summer, you need countless training sessions. You need to see who can adapt to your philosophy and who can't. I'm sure he's assessing the players now. Apparently, he's given a PowerPoint presentation to the owners on every single player, and he's got in his mind, he knows who's going to work well with his philosophy and who isn't. But you can't really put that to the test until you've actually worked with them. Looking at their performances now isn't really the sample you want to be going by because of the shit show that we've had this season. If you want to look at players, say like Kai and Mason Mount, look at them under Tuchel, look at them under Frank Lampard when we were doing well, we were actually progressing. Don't look at it this season. This season is not the sample size that we want as for an Enrique or Nagelsmann to look at these players and make a decision and say, we don't want them or we do want them. Do you know what I mean? I think you need time. So the answer is I would have brought him in straight away.
Yeah, because we could have had like an early pre-season, couldn't we? With Enrique, we could have had an early pre-season with them. But and the amount of hate and stick that Kai and Mount get is absolutely disgraceful. It's disgusting.
Go on,
I have to say.
Land it.
Yeah, really is. It really is because they forget all the good things that they've done. But then they concentrate on all the bad things. It's not good. You've got to back your players. And you score as a team. You win as a team. And no one's been informed this season. No one. So other than like Thiago Silva maybe, but yeah.
I mean, Silva's been okay. Yeah, he's probably been the best out of a bad bunch. But I mean, even now, I just put look, all the hate on Mace. And Kai is all down to their agendas, and they're agenda driven. They're not Chelsea driven. They're not looking at the bigger picture. They're not appreciating. Like they'll go, oh no, well let's look at this season. Well, yeah, you look at this season because it suits your agenda. It's not necessarily the right agenda. It's the wrong agenda. And at the end of the day, you have to think about what they've done, how they've delivered, and the fact is they've delivered us trophies. If they didn't deliver us trophies, I can understand to an extent. I can understand, like, I won't say that with Mace, but maybe with Kai. But Kai has delivered. He's part of our history. And you can't just erase that away from his Chelsea career. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing in a career is about winning the trophies. And he's delivered that at Chelsea. So what are you coming at him for? What about Aubameyang's? What about what's Sterling done for us this season?
Yeah.
What are all these new signings doing for Chelsea? Why are you coming at Chilwell? Chilwell's delivered. Yeah. What are you coming in for? But they'll never come at Reece James. But Reece James is never fit. Reece James is
Yeah.
a baller. We know that. But we don't come at Reece James. We don't come out with nonsense. He's our highest chance creator. Well, if that's the case, Mace has been out for 8 games, full 90 minutes, 9 games, sorry. And where's our chance creation? Where's our goals? James has been playing. If that's the case, you're all in the mud because
Yeah.
your argument's
And
ridiculous.
and you know what I think it is, Johnny? I think it's like with Kai and obviously Mount, I think they've got like a bit of a confidence issue as well. Like obviously if they see fans saying, oh, this player's crap or this player's been shocking or get out of my football club and you're shit or whatever, that's going to really have an impact on their mental health, isn't it? You know, if they come to the training ground and think, oh, I'm a crap player, like that's not helping them, is it?
No. And also,
You know?
the other thing that's not helping them is the simple fact that when have they ever played in their right positions? You know, Kai's still not been
Exactly.
played behind.
Yeah.
No, and when he has
Yeah.
played, let's bring up Salzburg away, and he scored that wonder goal in off the crossbar and in, outside the box.
Yeah.
That's Kai Havertz Leverkusen Kai. We haven't seen that enough.
Yeah.
And Tuchel
But he's a
was,
number 10. He
of
gets
course
his best
he is, yeah.
form of being in a number 10, doesn't he? Which is behind the striker. He's never been a striker, is he?
No.
Yeah.
And then Mace again, I mean, he's pulled up the biggest numbers playing out of position, which shows you what an elite player he is. But yet they want to put all their energy on them. I'll take a bit of that. I'll take a bit of a hit of that because of how much I support them. And maybe people just want me to be muddied. It's as sad as it is. But that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people talk that nonsense. And it's ridiculous to me. It's outrageous because we're Chelsea supporters. We're there to support our players. And these are the future. These are part of the solution, not the problem. They think by selling these players, we're miraculously going to become a better team. And that's not the case.
Well, we haven't won anything. We haven't won the games without Mount, have we?
No, we haven't.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That says everything we need to know about it. He's such a key. He's Chelsea, man. He's like Lamps. Can you imagine Chelsea not playing with Lampard? And when we haven't played with Lampard, are we as effective? No, we're not. We're not.
No.
I'm not saying he's Lampard. I'm just saying he's got that effect, that influence on the team when we play.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell the difference, can't you, as well? Like when he doesn't play. Because that midfield really gets exposed, doesn't it?
Spot on. I can't disagree with you, Hannah. Big up to you. Let's see what Curse has got to say.
Why are you already laughing?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I know what Johnny's thinking now. Yeah, he's an actor, FC.
Kevin Spacey back. Kevin Spacey FC back on the map. He's back on the map. Oh my days! I'll tell you what. Someone put touched FC and that done me in. but I mean, let's have it right, Kurt. So how we doing?
I'm good, bro, man. I'm good, man. I hope you're well as well. I hope you enjoyed your Easter, man.
Yeah, it has been. It has been good. It has been good.
But yeah. What's your question? Oh,
there's
okay,
no question.
cool.
There's no question.
Okay.
It's just like just land it, bruv. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Did you see the? You see the tweet that what's that guy's name? Is it Tom Overend or whatever his name is?
Oh yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying. You're doing bits, Johnny, because these people are starting to realize now, and you're basically doing something right because these people they're noticing it now. Do you know what I mean? They don't like it, so that's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? You just gotta keep it up and keep doing what you're doing, man. I've been supporting since last year. Do you know what I mean? I tune in all the time, whether I'm at work or not. I drop a little message here and there. It's all good, man. But in regards to the situation that we're in now, I see Chilwell had interest from Man City, and obviously it looks like he's signing a 4-year contract now. Is the 4-year contract an extension of what he's already on, or is it just 4 years including what he's already on?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, look, people like that, Tom. Firstly, they're I don't know. I look at them like PE teachers.
Yeah,
they're there to be the voice of their little circle, because I had a chat with someone, and they say they think they can come against me, and then they have to think twice about coming against me because when they do, they back off. Because at the end of the day, what I say and what I stand for is all in my foremost and focused is Chelsea. It's not about me. this is bigger than me. This
Yeah.
is the club, and that's always the number one priority. These lot have their priority as their agendas and what the owners want to be put out. And in numbers, they're stronger with their platforms, and that's what they do. And I see
Yeah.
right through it.
Yeah,
And I will
facts.
continue for all day long. I will continue to mud these lot, and eventually they'll just block me, and it's all good. It's more peaceful for me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we're making waves. Minerals FC is landing it. We're heard. We don't need to have 100k subscribers. We don't need to. Our voice is heard. It's
Yeah,
clear as day.
yeah.
It's heard. So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
In the sense of Chilwell, it remains to be seen if he is going to sign. We have to see if he does sign. But 4 years, what's it going to be on the same money? He's already on good money. But
So
it
why
doesn't
can't
make
so why
sense to
can't
me.
why ain't they offering 4 years to Mount then?
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you why. Because Mason Mount is pure profit. Mason Mount. Well, look, we're not hearing all this financial fair play for no reason. All right, all this nonsense. Like I saw today, we're $1 billion in arrears or something. Not $1 billion. Is it $1 billion in arrears? Like we're in the red zone.
Yeah.
Roman left you debt free.
Yeah.
How have you managed to be in the red zone? Like
That's wild.
no one wants to question that because these are the clowns that are running our football club. They're just spending free willy, yeah. And it's like there's no structure, there's no plan. Their models in the mud, their plans in the mud.
And just
everything's in the
reckless.
mud. They're reckless, and all they care about is profitability. And they're going to sell Mason Mount. They're going to sell Trev Razy. They're going to sell Loftus Cheek. They're going to sell our Cobham boys, Gallagher, because they want pure profit to balance the books because they're forced to do that. That's why there's a massive agenda on Mason Mount, because Mason Mount, out of all these players, will get you the most money. Now, if you're looking at me, everyone's going, 70 million for Mason Mount. Mason Mount is a 150 million pound player. If you're talking about Bellingham, who's 120 million, 130 million, where are you going with Mason Mount being on 70 million, even if it's 1 year? Mason Mount has achieved way more than Bellingham has. He's got far more talent than Bellingham has, and he's an elite baller already. Got all generational stats. He's everywhere. He's a player you can't buy in world football. So where are you going? Spend 70 million, 50? They'll be lucky if they get 40 million on a 1 year contract, because all the clubs that want to buy him, all the top clubs that want to buy him, may I add, won't pay that money because they'll go, do you know what? We'll rather wait till he's free. And then we'll pay a signing on fee and we'll give you fantastic wages. They'll pay him 300 grand a week, minimum. He'll get his 300 grand a week. Why can't he get it at Chelsea? Because these owners want to sell him. And that's it. The thing is, for me, it's bigger than Mount. What's going on? It's not about Mason Mount. Mason Mount is part of our future. He should be part of our future. You can't get players like this at Chelsea. You can't buy. You can't even replace him. Who are you going to replace him with? Another youngster. So my thing is this: you have to build around him. You have to build with players like that are delivered and that are Chelsea DNA. Lampard's been brought in to bring in and instill DNA, but how can you instill DNA when your DNA's been ripped out around you? It's delusion, bruv. It's all PR. It's all to make the supporters think that, Lamps is going to help us reinstill the Chelsea way. Well, that Chelsea way's been fucking gutted out from the owners. So the only one that can still the Chelsea way is the owners by winning mentality, elite winning mentality. Bringing
but
an elite.
They don't have that though. They don't have that. That's the problem.
They don't, and that's the problem. So it doesn't matter what Frank Lampard does, and whether Chilwell signs or not. From what I'm hearing, it's touch and go. It's touch and go. You see, it's no coincidence, guys, that we've lost against Wolves, and we're hearing that we're going to go in for a Nagelsmann Enrique. We're hearing about another McAllister link at Brighton FC. We're Brightonised as it is. Then you're looking at another youngster because he's got great data. Like, we don't give a shit about all this nonsense. It's irrelevant, bro. You know, we're in the mud at the minute. We're linked with everyone under the sun. We're so close to being in a relegation battle. People don't even understand the severity of the situation. Is that if we go and lose to Real Madrid, our confidence is further in the mud. Now, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying that we're going to lose to Real Madrid, because I think there is a chance that we might be able to do it if he plays a back three, that is, not a back four. But my bottom line is this. If you go and lose to Real Madrid and then you play Brighton and you draw or you lose against Brighton, you know what I mean? This is serious. The confidence The fact that you're not playing the right players, the fact that you're tinkering around with formations. Frank's not experienced enough. As much as I love Super Frank, he showed that against Wolves. You can't play a back four with his team. And he should know that because we don't have a DM, the DM that he wanted for what, a year and a half he was at Chelsea? He wanted Declan Rice. You know, why are you playing a back four? And you haven't even got Kante. You can't do it. Maybe Kante.
You're not playing James as a winger either. You're playing him as a right back. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking hell, brother. I'm getting sick of it. Honestly, we're not coaches. We're not professionals in the game, and we're humble enough to admit that. But what we do know is that when we watch football, and we've seen Chelsea teams in the past, especially because we watched Chelsea and we've watched other great teams, what have they always had? They've always had that defensive midfielder. They've always had that rock in front of the back four to play a back four. Very rarely do gaffers play a back three. The reason Tuchel played the back three is because he hasn't got that general to protect the back four. And he had Jorginho, which he's not athletic enough. He hasn't got the ability.
Yeah, we've got no DM. We've got no DM now,
exactly.
have we?
Now we sold Georgie. We've got no DM. So this is my stance. This is where I go with it. And I think everyone should smash the like button for that. Smash it like your missus. But big up to Curso.
Yeah, big up Johnny, man.
Do you know what I mean? Chelsea old boys, my geezer. Land it. Land it.
Afternoon,
I know you're tired digging and all that, but you need to have a break,
that's
man.
right. We've got to do that, innit? Hey, we've got such a great a chat. We've got such a great family, Minerals FC family base and that. So yeah, we have to do that. You know, so big up to everybody. I mean, from top to bottom, we've been stripped, haven't we? Really, it's not just the players. What they're trying to do, get rid of that DNA as well. It's just it's a disgrace. It's shocking. It's just not right, you know. But we seem been. Well, I think we've got a bit of good news today, you know. Apparently, Aspie has been talking about what's his name, Luis Enrique, and that today.
Luis Enrique,
yeah. So that's kind of nice, you know.
Speak on it, Chelsea old boys. What do you take from that? Firstly, because it's an interesting one. That.
Yeah, I've said this all. Since Lamps came in, I could see what they're trying to do. They didn't really want to get Enrique in. I could see that point. It would be great to have him in now. Yeah, I understand all of that. But what about if we lost against Madrid? What about if we get 3 or 4 losses with Enrique? Okay, you can scrutinise the squad and everything, but what's the point? Because if that happens, remember, we got a toxic fan base. They're going to start going on top of Enrique. Why did we get this so-called elite gaffer? Blah, blah, blah. He can't even win, against Madrid. I mean, we're losing all these games. I mean, it's just going to put a lot of pressure on him. So I prefer him just coming at the start. I mean, this season's just washed. It's gone.
Yeah,
the minute TT went, the minute all the medical stuff, the minute everything just went, well, what's the point? And straight away, when obviously that jellyfish, he played 8 games, we were unbeaten. He played 3 at the back. What did he do? Switch to the back 4, and it was what? 3 wins out of 17? Yeah. Then Southampton game, which was shocking. It should have been sacked by that one. It should have been sacked the next day. And that just carried on. So I'd rather not see Enrique. But I do believe that this board, they must come to their senses. They must have seen the mistakes they've done, and they've got to rectify it. So whether it's going to be Winstanley and that Stewart, who's going to, choose the gaffer, but they're all going to come to the board and they're going to all have to choose the right man. And the right man is Enrique. So I'm hoping, big hopes they're going to make the right choice. And I'm sure they will, because they've got such a massive investment. Are they really going to put that in the line so they can lose it?
We've got someone spamming in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, one of the mods can deal with that. But
yes. Go on, sorry.
I would say this, Chelsea old boys, is that I think everyone can agree that Enrique is the right direction to go, not because of just what he's won, but it's his whole brand, it's his whole philosophy, and I would love to see that instilled at Chelsea. And this is probably the best opportunity we have as a club with the new ownership because we know Roman didn't really do that. He wasn't prepared to do that because he just wanted to win, and I like that. But if we want to get a balance in between the two of building something sustainable, building a brand of football philosophy, and doing it with a winning gaffer, then Enrique's your guy, and you need to back him. I've looked and I've seen he's got demands. He wants to have an influence and control on the signings, and damn right. What you think Pep ain't got control? He's going to sign off players. He's got a specific way of playing. He's got profile players. Listen to him. You see, these owners go on about collaboration, but they don't want to collaborate. They just want to tell people what to do. It's clear as day. And right now, we're getting links. Last night after my show, I went on Twitter, and what we seen, links to players, links to this. Well, how can you be linked to players if you haven't even addressed your gaffer? Like, that tells you that these guys don't want to be told. They think they know best. And this is the problem. The model's not changing yet. And that's why, and I agree with Hannah, protests will have to happen, because the moment that happens, they will be in a position where they cannot fuck around. And they have fucked around too much. And they've got away with it. And the only reason they sacked Potter, let's remind everyone, big up to everyone here, is because of the supporters. The supporters turning and booing and getting aggravated, agitated, not happy. That's the reason they sacked, because they cannot have the fans against them. The moment the fans and the supporters are against the ownership, they've got a problem. And that problem has to be addressed. And it forces their hand. Their hand ain't been forced enough. We forced their hand in sacking Potter, but that's still not enough to change the model. And I have said that. Sacking Potter is one step towards going in the right direction, but it's not the whole ticket. Big up to Colin in here. He says, no surrender, Johnny. Brown envelopes out. You know it, geezer. You know it, as always. That's a standard procedure on the Minerals FC. We don't allow any brown envelope nonsense to get in the way. And H Talk says Frank Lampard has been brought in to appease the fans because the owners wanted the monkey off their back. Too uncomfortable for them. So now they're panicking. Hooters FC, Todd the fat sod, up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. H Talk's landing it, and I can't disagree, fella. You know, it is a PR stunt. It is a way to appease the supporters, and there's no better person to bring in than our legend, who we all have respect for and admiration for. But I think at the same time, are they going to try it? They'll probably end up tarnishing Frank's fucking managerial career.
I think that's why they brought him in.
Yeah, they want him to take the brunt of it.
Yeah, 100%. That's what they want to do. They need another scapegoat, and they're going to use Frank Lampard. They want us to turn on our own players, and just do up a madness. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it takes away all the attention away from the ownership, mate, and their fuck ups. Well, I'll let them know. Yeah, on this show, on this platform, everyone is awake and everyone knows that the fact of the matter is we are only in this position because of their shocking decisions, and they think they know best. And they think by bringing Super Frank in, we're going to fall for the bait. No chance. I love my GOAT. I'm supporting my GOAT. We all are. That's not in debate. There's no debate about that. Are his tactics questionable? Is his experience questionable? Yes, jury's out. But at the end of the day, whatever Frank does, it's not his fault. That's the fundamental fact. It's not his fault. To a degree, it's not even Potter's fault. Potter made 94 changes in 28 games. That's unheard of because he's not picking the teams. He's been forced to tweak it to their tailored instructions. And no matter what you do as a gaffer, I reckon there's a lot of players that Potter wouldn't have even played because he didn't want these signings. Neither did Tuchel. Same thing with Tuchel. And Tuchel said, do you know what? I'm too elite for this. I don't need to deal with it. I'm off. You can sack me. I don't give a shit. But he still tried to win. He loved our club. And when we address Tuchel, people go, stop bringing up Tuchel. Stop bringing up Tuchel. Well, let me land it as it is, right, when it comes to Tuchel. Tuchel, is the only manager in history of football that's had to deal with a sanctioning, all right? He protected our club. He defended our club. He was an ambassador and an elite ambassador for our football club. That will never be forgotten. So when you say
he was one of us, Tuchel, he was one of us.
Exactly.
He set the bar, man.
He delivered at our football club. So I will bring up Tuchel now and in the future, and there's nothing that anyone can say about it. Calling us a Tuchel sexual and all this nonsense. What about all you Sarri sexuals? Where are you? You're all in the fucking mud, yeah? Stands galore, and you'll come with your agendas. Well, what about all the ones that came at Super Frank? Never come at Super Frank. I wanted him to have more time. But at the end of the day, Tuchel came in. I was questionable with Tuchel. I didn't know what to expect. He delivered. He's my GOAT. He's elite. He won the Champions League. And the fact that he's defended our football club, that is something that is priceless. You can't put a figure on that. That is something that, would any other gaffer done it? And let's remind everyone, he turned down Barcelona, Real Madrid and Man United. He turned them all down, right? Because he wanted to be at Chelsea. And these owners go, oh, Lampard was harshly sacked. You fucking wrong uns. Telling us that he's harshly sacked Lampard when Tuchel took over Lampard and won us what he did, 6 finals, won 3 of them, all in Europe, yeah? Let's have it right. Won us a trophy that we've never won. And you want to say that Lampard was harshly sacked. What about you harshly sacking Tuchel? What is this delusion? How do people buy into this? And I'm sorry, I get irate about it because at the end of the day, it's absolutely disgraceful that this is allowed to be put out there. And if you've noticed today, David Ornstein's on a fucking number, isn't he? What brown envelope is he getting? How much is in there? Because this guy's relentless with it at the minute. I haven't heard the geezer talk so much. I've never heard Ornstein come out so much. He's bang, 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 one after the other.
Well, that's because they're loving it because of the position where we are now. That's why they all got big mouths, isn't it? But when we're on top of there, they wouldn't say nothing. So we're all envy of us, isn't it?
They didn't want us to have an elite gaffer because people hate us. They hate Chelsea.
Facts.
They didn't want that.
They're loving it.
We would have been
the owners, all right, thought by bringing in an English manager that the campaign stops at Chelsea. Yeah, that's how deluded they are. Honestly, I think that was part of the process. Yeah. And no one, listen, I believe this ownership are here to sabotage us because they are already doing it. That's what I'm going by. I'm going by the evidence of what their track record is since taking over. And there is nothing to suggest that they're there to making Chelsea like Roman did great and elite and a winning machine.
They're all here to make the money, aren't they?
But it's a weird investment, though. I mean, if we keep losing and performing how we are, how's it benefiting them?
Well, it's benefiting them because they're buying players that are going to sell for money anyway, because they've got them on low wages, they're balancing the books. That's their thought process of instilling this fucking model, this model that's from clubs that are not elite. And they try and brainwash. Oh, it's sorry. It's like Manchester City. Look at Manchester City's players and blend. Look at their philosophy. Look at the gaffer and tell me that they're copying Manchester City's model. You're a long way from Starbucks if you believe that. I don't know what is chalk and cheese. You're looking at Red Bull models. You're looking at Borussia Dortmund models. That's what you're looking at. What have these clubs won in the last 20 years?
Now, I'm going to say another thing about Thomas Tuchel, all right? Before he was going to sign and come to us, he actually told the board at Chelsea, Roman and co., okay, are you sure you want to get rid of that legend Lampard? Are you sure you want to do that before I come in there? Yeah, because this guy is a legend. He's Lamps. Yeah. I don't know if you guys actually know this, but he actually said that.
No, I didn't even know that.
No, I didn't know that as well.
Actually shows you the eliteness of this man who knows the history of Chelsea and what Lampard done.
Levels of respect,
massive
man.
respect.
Yeah.
Incredible. And he even wanted to drive the bloody coach. Yeah.
I remember he said that.
And you got all these journalists asking him all these questions. Yeah, what you think Pot would do that? Eh? Oh, come on.
That's life.
That's life. They gave it their all. Listen, they gave it everything, and that's a great point. I didn't know that. So everyone on Minerals FC, I don't know if you knew that, but that is a fantastic point. Yeah. And that also shows not only the respect and the understanding of what Lampard is to Chelsea, but he's also when he first came in, did you not hear in his interview how he said Lampard as a sort of like laid foundations? He's you have to give him credit for our Champions League win as well as the boys and me. Do you know what I mean? Because let's have it right. Lamps did lay foundations at Chelsea. He was building towards something, but he wasn't given the keys. I think he was used as an interim by Roman as much. And let's have it right. When you talk about respect, Roman never wrote an official statement on sacking a gaffer, and he did on Frank Lampard. So
saying thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And another thing I'll tell you about Lamps, right? Nobody had the kahunas, okay, when we had the transfer ban, all right? Hazard getting sold, okay? And him bringing in all the Cobham youth and everything, okay? Now look at the situation here. Nobody wanted a job now, let alone that time. And who came in? Our legend Lamps again. So that just shows you the minerals this guy's got. And if anybody's going to go against him, if we lose against Madrid and bad results now, it's not his fault. He's a legend, and we've got to clap this guy and respect him because he's got fucking balls, right, to take the job on again because of these stupid fucking circus act of owners we've got.
I honestly think, and I agree with that. I mean, we're all backing Superfrank. Goes without saying, man. But the thing is, Frank must be looking at behind the scenes, going, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. He's looking at this, going, "This ain't Chelsea."
He ain't silly.
He knows.
He knows more than what these owners know. It's the only DNA we've got in there. Thank God.
I know.
That.
Yeah.
Facts.
And did you hear what Lamp said about? He goes, I'm talking to the new signings, and I'm talking to players here to try to instill what it means to play for Chelsea, what it is to play for Chelsea, because no one fucking has a clue. Because these new owners have tarnished that, ripped it out, gutted it out, and these new players have come in not knowing. John Obi Mikel mentioned it as well, as I said last night. He said when you were a young player and you were signing for Chelsea, you're excited because you were going to have John Terry there waiting, Petr Cech, Drogba, Lamps, the real Chelsea lads.
The spine.
The spine. We don't have a spine, and they've spent 600 million. We don't have a spine. I mean, that is a major red flag in itself. Before we carry on, I want to big up to Julius in here. Landon Superman says Enrique will need time to instill his philosophy. Results won't come in right away. This is a manager I'm willing to back and be patient with him, and that's facts. Why we were forced to accept Potter after Tuchel, and let's have it right. Anything after Tuchel was always going to be a downgrade. Always. We're still struggling to replace someone of Tuchel's level. And these guys are shoehorning Nagelsmann like he's number one choice, all right? But Nagelsmann got sacked from Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich are elite and they want an elite gaffer now. And Tuchel's available, so they took him and sacked this guy after, let's have it right, he won the Bundesliga. He's had them lost 3 games this season, all season. I mean, it tells you everything you need to know. And these guys, again, wrong uns. These owners are a joke. They're an absolute joke. And I was having a chat with my mate today, and I said, he was going through like platforms and that. He was going, they all get selfies with Bowley and they're all thanking Bowley. And all. I'm saying, what the fuck, bruv? I say, if I see Bowley, I won't be offensive. I won't be like that and abusive and that. But I'll tell you what, one thing I'll guarantee, if he's ever walking around, I will tell him straight, what are you doing to our football club? Sort it out. Stop clowning around. Go and get an elite gaffer and forget this yes man model. And I will say these words because at the end of the day, he needs it. He needs to be told, not supporters lapping him up.
Yeah.
But behind his back or on Twitter Spaces or on all these other platforms, they're having a dig. If they are even having a dig.
Yeah.
It's like they're not being true to themselves. Therefore, they're not being true to the club they support. You have to be true.
No Nuts FC.
Yeah, no Nuts FC, bro. No Nuts FC.
That's good, so Johnny. You can land it to him that way, right? And I'm just going to come later on and just give him a backhand, bro. That's what he deserves as well. Trust me. So fed up with this circus act.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And listen, let's talk about. I think I want to mention about what Dave said about Luis Enrique, and I think that tells you everything you need to know. That he said he played the most enjoyment he had was playing in Enrique's team, one of the best teams to play in. And if you look at the Spanish team, it's not a very good team, right? They ain't got their Xavis, Iniestas, and all that. They haven't got those players. And he did bring in Gavi and Pedri, who are very young, talented players, but he put a lot of trust in them and he dropped a lot of experienced players. And I like that about Enrique because he wants to play players that suit his philosophy. Now, a lot of people are going, oh yeah, he doesn't want Mount, he doesn't want Kai, he doesn't want some other players that are people want to be sold. It sounds too good to be true to me that for those people with those agendas, that he would want to get rid of an absolute pressing machine, a player in Mason Mount who is absolutely so intelligent off the ball, likened to Johan Cruyff's intelligence and wiriness off the ball. Why would Enrique not want that? Why would he not want Kai, who works his absolute fucking nuts off on the pitch, goes so under the radar, so underrated, unappreciated, and he's always out of positions, trying to get into pockets. That's what Enrique loves. So why would he want to get rid of those two players for starters? If he did, it is what it is, I just want Chelsea to be back where they belong. And at the end of the day, the only thing and the only ones that are stopping this from happening is Chelsea, the Chelsea owners.
The owners.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, especially like what DJ Sav said there, like according to the dossier and that, but where was it? Apparently, he wanted Mount to be part of the plan. So
who said
you
that?
could just imagine
Enrique.
Oh, he did say that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's
really?
DJ Sav. Yeah. So
where's that?
Here it is. According to the dossier, Enrique presented to the club. Mason Mount was very much part of that. So
exactly.
What does that
Well, maybe
say?
the owners don't like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't know
man.
what
You know what? Their agenda on Mason Mount, and you saw it last night. Did you see the tweet that the Chelsea? I think her name's Chelsea. She put it up.
Was that the thing you put on the laptop? Yeah. The black and white thing or something.
Yeah. So they put Mace in black and white, and they put in titles past and present.
That's disgusting, man.
Shocking.
And Johnny, did you see how he's in training, but apparently he's injured?
Yeah. So
it's ridiculous.
I don't want Lamps to be. I really hope Lamps.
It's February though, is he, Mount? Like, there's something going on behind closed doors, isn't there? It's obvious.
Yeah. I can't see.
I want your opinions on Mace, because it's always the topic. Everyone knows how much I love this baller, and I mean, I think he's just a generational player, and I think we haven't even seen the finished article yet. But I want you to give me your honest take on the agenda on him, not from the supporters, forget that, from the ownership. I want your take on that.
I think the owners have caused a massive divide in the fan base, and you got some of these panels that are just gassing it up and feeding into it and talking about Mason this, Mason that, Kai this, Kai that. It's like, bruv, Mason Mount, when you think of Chelsea, he's the first player that probably comes to mind. Do you know what I mean? He's done bits for us. He's been player of the year for 2 seasons. Do you know what I mean? He's done bits. Even when he plays for England, he's a baller, bruv. You can't get rid of this guy and make him end up at another team, ball out for them. And then we have the same KDB problem, the whole Mo Salah stuff and things like that. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Like, we need to do everything in our power, give him what he wants. I know they got this whole model of where they want to bring in talent from around the world and give them $100,000 a week. But okay, cool, do that with your new signings. But the people that are here, the DNA of the club, give them what they want. You ain't going to turn around and tell Kante, it will, sign for us and we'll give you $100,000 a week. That's not going to happen. The same way they didn't do it with Reece James. He's on some long-ass prison sentence contract, but he's getting his money. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand why they ain't doing the same thing for Mason Mount.
Prison FC, love it.
Literally, prison. Yeah, Alcatraz FC, bruv.
Yeah, he's fucking. Reece has done himself there. That's shocking. Hannah, what's your take?
Well, I think it's just absolutely disgraceful, to be honest. I feel like, Mount's getting pushed out of the club and stuff, and Bowley going on to MySpace on Twitter, listening to the agenda merchants on there. It's absolutely disgusting. It's not very professional for him to do that, really, is it? Listening to the other people when they're not really Chelsea fans, if they're not actually supporting their players or Mason Mount. I think Mount needs to stay. I think we need to work our team around Mount and Enzo with another good midfielder in midfield, that would be really, really good.
Listen, I'd love to see Kante,
Yeah,
Enzo, and Mount in that midfield. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, they
Yeah.
would ball out
Exactly.
differently.
and maybe
Yeah,
and
they-
maybe a
midfield.
DM as well. We need to find a good DM. I don't know if Rice would come. Obviously, if
Well,
Mount
those-
leaves, no
Those three have
chance.
to start on Wednesday.
Oh, 100%,
That-
all boys.
That's the
100%.
only chance we've got, really. You know, you've got
Yeah,
running
you've got to
power,
match
you've
them.
got creativity. Yeah.
You got to match them like we did, like Tuchel did the first of the season we won it. If you notice, Mount was in the front three, but he was actually dropping back with Kante and Jorginho, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And matching their midfield
right,
three of
course.
Kroos, Casemiro, and Mudryk, and we absolutely outplayed them. And you got, I mean, Kante was obviously man of the match, phenomenal, but you
were
got to
frustrated.
understand that, you know, we had a real balance in there. And it's all
We had
about
fighting
balance.
spirit.
Yeah,
We had fighting
and
spirit. Yeah.
And can I just add one more
yeah.
thing? Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
go
go on, you go first.
No,
sorry.
please
What?
go on, Hannah.
go on,
Oh,
Anna.
like with Jorginho, like I wasn't a massive fan of him. However, I would absolutely not have sold him to Arsenal.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, you
No.
don't sell it to another Prem team, man.
that was
But we actually
disgraceful.
needed his experience. We actually needed his experience a little bit now. You know,
And
he could have
leadership.
actually helped us. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
could have just
And
waited. Could have just waited
This is the
until the
thing.
summer.
Yeah,
get rid of him.
and to let him go and not even replace a DM for a DM, and he's not really a traditional DM, but at least he was the closest thing we had to a sitter. All right, and you didn't. Now
Yeah.
we've got Enzo sitting. Did you not notice in the game against Wolves that Enzo was always sitting and Kovac was going forward? I want it the other
was
way
the only
round.
one.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's not even his position.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He needs to be a bit more forward so he can ball out in that position, doesn't he?
yeah.
Get the
Yeah.
ball more forward. Yeah.
And going back to the agenda from the this is Todd Bowley here liking that tweet. He liked this tweet slandering Mason Mount, all right, and he unliked it after because he got caught out. But the fact that he liked it, it was already out there. That is unacceptable. That is pure agenda driven from the ownership. So when you're seeing the way Mount is being treated, it's only because of this fella here. It's no one else.
And I'm glad you're bringing all of that up, Johnny, because I partly blamed 50-50 our fan base, all right, and all these other platforms from last year were ridiculing, all right, Mason Mount and Kai, but especially Mount, all right, and the owners have picked up on it. Now they're offering silly money, you know, with the prison FC sentence, okay, doesn't want to sign it, and they're all getting on the back of Mount as well. And the owners are loving it. They don't want to play him. All this fakeness, injury, this, that, blah, 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 black and white, what is it, past and present, yeah? So the fans, our own fans, which I'm ashamed to say, actually, who want Mount out, they create this. You've actually created this. You should be ashamed of yourselves, man. This is
and
Cobham.
Bowley's fed
you know?
into it, Chelsea. Old
Roman
boys.
put millions and millions of pounds to make these players. You should be proud of it, okay? And he sold a lot to generate money, and yet you want them out. And yet we're going around the whole world now buying all these young players and this and that, you know, 15 years old and blah, 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 you know, Spacey, Epstein, FC and all of that. I mean, come on, man.
Did you know that Roman was offering Mount a mega contract before he got sanctioned?
I believe it.
Roman wanted to build around Roman wanted to build around Mount because he saw him as the face of his beloved Cobham that he
like
built.
Another Lampard, you know, for generations to come in. Yeah. Come on.
You know what? These owners, they're fucking with the wrong player.
Yeah, facts.
There's so many players there in the team that you could give this treatment to that are fucking not good enough. Good enough.
Biscuits.
It's a kerfuffle, as you say, Chelsea old boy. It's an absolute kerfuffle, and it's a fucking disgrace. Honestly, it's a disgrace.
They're tarnishing his career, man. Even with the whole England move and that. Gareth Southgate picked him and wanted him to play for England and that, and all of a sudden he can't play. It's like, what is going on? What kind of contract is this guy under? What are you lot doing? Do you know what I mean? It's weird. I don't understand it.
So do we believe that Mount is genuinely injured?
No, hell no.
No.
Right. So if he's not injured, all right, he's been taken out of the entire squad, and Lamps has allowed that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because when I saw the photos where he was in training with Lampard, he had a smile on his face. So I thought, okay, cool, we're going to see Mount play. Next thing you know, he's not even on the list. He's not even in the squad. He's not even on the bench. Like, what's going on?
I think it's even worse if he's not on the bench. If he's on the bench, I mean, that Lamps is not even playing him and he's on the bench.
Yeah, that's weird, man. It's wild.
So it's like there's no work. Fabrizio came out and said, "Oh, he's definitely injured." Well, what are you coming out saying that for? What are you there to give us news on fucking injuries now?
And then you
Well,
start
that was another 10K.
you start Gallagher
Another
over
10K.
Mount.
Yeah, I mean, Gallagher for me shouldn't have even started. I mean, look, Lampard has played over all these years with a DM. You had the Zakaria there. Why didn't you just start him there? Just to see. And then push up Enzo, you know? Have a look at that. But I'm telling you now, I believe on Wednesday, okay, he's going to start Mount. He's going to start him, yeah? And if he doesn't, then seriously, we've got major issues. Well, we've got major issues anyway.
Well,
but if that happens on Wednesday, oh my God.
They already
Because
they
we
already
know
tweeted
Super
out.
Frank
I reckon that
knows,
he won't
bruh.
travel. I reckon that he won't travel, you know.
They already tweeted out that Mount won't be playing against Real Madrid in the first leg.
Really,
Yeah,
really.
When?
the other day they put it out there.
He's
When-
in
when
training
we-
today.
But this is the thing. So they put out the other day. So you know when Mount never played the other day, they said he had an injury and so forth. And then it also said that same day they tweeted and said he won't be playing the first leg of the Real Madrid game. But he's in training, so it doesn't make any sense. How is he injured but training? It doesn't make sense.
And we're talking about a player that's never fucking injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's never
been
injured.
is he really?
Who
That's what
never
I'm saying.
moans, never does anything, and just fights for our club.
Honestly, it's a fucking disgrace. Honestly, I cannot take it. It's a joke, man. They're treating one of our own
Listen,
like this.
it's bullying
It's
tactics,
absolutely
bruv.
criminal.
It's
It's
bullying.
criminal.
I'm
They're
worried.
pushing him out. They're
your
pushing him
blood
out the
pressure,
club.
brother. Calm down, please.
Literally,
Oh, no,
no, but it's bullying tactics, man. Trust me, it's
It
bullying
is.
tactics. That's what they're doing.
Disgrace.
I
What a
can't
mockery.
believe, like, how can you not take him around Madrid if he's training? How can you not take him around Madrid? We want to try and win this fucking game.
Well, clearly they don't.
Listen,
Do you
we
know what
haven't
I mean?
played Mount for 90 minutes and we haven't won not one of them. And you think we're going to go to Bernabeu and fucking win? Or get a draw?
I just want to know what went wrong after the two AC Milan games, because he balled out man of the match after 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So what
Yeah.
went wrong from there?
Listen, he was told by Potter not to be played.
Contract.
Listen, Potter played him every game. Every game he was playing him. You cannot tell me
Without
Potter
loss?
doesn't rate Mace. Of course he
Was
does.
that eight without loss, wasn't it? Yeah. Funny that.
Yeah.
Right?
Very funny.
Mm.
Very funny. What
Very
about
funny.
that blind pass assist to Pulisic against Wolves?
Fuck
Name
off.
me a fucking. When's Felix done that? Has Felix done a blind back pass like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What's Felix
That
done? He scored what?
yeah.
2 goals?
It reminds me of the Lampard pass for Ramiro's semi-final against Barca.
And these guys think that we're in the red zone on the books, that we're going to go and fork out 100 million for Felix on 350 grand.
Yeah.
You're
I
fucking
don't even want him
dreaming.
at my club, bruv.
And they're
don't even want him
saying-
there.
And they're
Wait.
saying to keep Felix over Havertz, which I really don't agree with that, to be honest.
Definitely. His body posture, all right. When we took him off, I was watching him like Wolves now. He was nowhere to be seen in that game. I don't even want
Yeah.
him. The post, woodwork, this and that.
Yeah.
Creates a few little. I just don't want him. I just want Havertz to play in that position within Cuckoo. Get me a striker. Thank you very much. Sign Mount, and I'm happy. Yeah, I don't want him anywhere in my team. 100 million for what?
He's not staying. I know he's
Good.
not
Would you
staying.
rather keep Felix or Havertz, Johnny?
Oh, Havertz all day long.
Havertz, come on, Hannah.
Yeah.
You don't say
Yeah.
that on our panel here.
I think
We know
Havertz has still got 2 years on his contract.
Anna's
now.
Yeah.
playing dangerously here. He's playing dangerously. Listen, Havertz, right? Havertz
She knows.
he's so hated,
Yeah.
Like he's spoken out on it. Even the Chelsea official site have come out and going, we're aware of all the hate that has come on the players like Mount and Havertz. The amount of hate that they get is disgraceful. And let's have it right. The social media influence has been fed. They've been pumped up by Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley has made it the focus to be on social media. So therefore,
Yeah.
everyone who hears the Ida fan and that he loves social media and he's active on social media, they're going to make their voices heard with all their agendas.
Yeah.
You can't,
Yeah.
you can't have that as your focal point to run a football club. What is this, child's play?
He's
What is
giving
this
them a free
nonsense?
reign. He's giving them a free reign to like attack them and sabotage it. Sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. All right, let's land this one then. Harry, big up to Suit Minerals. He says Hannah Felix is better than Havertz, though. Well,
No,
how? How?
disagree.
They're different
No.
players
Shall we-
anyway. But how?
Shall we look at the XG and the goals which Havertz scores? Shall we? Eh? Yeah.
Should we look at the Champions League?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah.
In what respect? What? Because he's got a few little flicks and tricks. Is that what we benchmark it on,
And we're
or do we
talking about a
benchmark it
player.
on delivery?
We're talking about a player for like 3 years being played out of his normal position as well, and he still scores. Yeah, and
Yeah.
creates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. What's the matter
To
with
be
you guys?
fair, it's been a while since Mount and Havertz have had a link up. Mount hasn't been playing, so there's no link up. They know how to operate with each other. Do you know what I mean? And again,
And
you see what the owners are doing in regards of that whole YouTube stuff on Chelsea's channel, where he threw the magazine on the floor and that.
yeah,
Yeah.
disgusting. Trying to make it out like Havertz is like
Yeah,
pissed off with Mace. Or
Mm.
Havertz is bantering Mace, right?
Of course
But
it is.
the connotation, the narrative set is not what people see. They feed that into the agenda. Oh, look at him dashing Mount. Look at Chelsea, they're dashing Mount. They're getting rid of him.
these
Yeah.
owners are disgraceful, man. I'm sorry, they just are, man. I don't even want them there. Like, they got to go. Like, is there any way to replace these guys? Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've only got
Protest.
one hope. No, Roman can like poison them and boom, gone, finish.
Straight. Get rid of these guys, man. Put something in his beer. Get rid of these guys, man.
I want you to answer. Do you believe that Roman handpicked these lot? Yeah.
Nah.
No. 100%.
You know that. I put the chat on yesterday. You know, I know exactly. You know, no way,
Yeah.
never,
Right.
ever.
Right.
I've
So
always trusted in Roman.
Yeah.
No way.
the only thing that Roman did do that he could do, and this is Roman, is he put the 10-year Glazer clause. That's the only thing Roman could do,
Well, he did.
and he did.
He-
And that's what a
yeah.
Donny is.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. You
Yeah.
won't sign or you won't get the club unless you agree with these clauses. Done. End of. And he knew it. He knew what was coming anyway. You know?
And can I just add about like the Roman thing? Like, I think it's absolutely disgraceful and disgusting how Chelsea Football Club was ripped out of him.
Facts, Hannah.
Honestly, like football law and politics should not even come into it. Absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, I don't understand
I
how
had,
they're
I had
correlating.
to add that in, but
Well, it's
you know,
true. It's
Roman
true.
loved the club. He loved the club and he wanted the best. He wanted to win. He had the right mentality. Whereas these
Proper
owners
Chelsea.
are completely different.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I just want these guys to go back to Dodger Stadium and go and do your thing over there. Leave the professionals to do what they're supposed to do in regards to football over here. Do you know what I mean? We don't need your input because you don't know what you're doing.
It's serious, and as you all know, what I say and how I am is that they are ruining our club. They brought in James Corden news, which is true.
Oh my God.
That a West Ham fan who let's have it right. James Corden sold out his mate that he was in partnership with in acting to get to where he is. He's there to represent West Ham. He's in looking for it through the eye of the West Ham fan, not the Chelsea fan, and saying to advise Bowley to go and get Frank Lampard back and not go and get an elite gaffer is absolute fucking delusion, and it's unacceptable. And the fact of the matter is, this owner, all right, all he wants to do is be a celebrity.
Yeah. I'm
He's
Before
not
we
that.
carry on,
I'm
before we
surprised Kim
carry on-
Kardashian hasn't been at any of our games.
but before we carry on, if Bowley was in the car with that James Corden, I think they do those driving songs.
Yeah. Carpool merchant.
What song, all right, would fit for Bowley to sing in there? I'm going to say the first one. I'm a waste man. Come on, you lot told me a song as well. Come on, let's mud him. Unbelievable, waste man.
Oh my god, man!
Oh, what a joke!
I would do
Absolute joke.
Prodigy. I'm a fire starter. I'm a fire
Twisted
starter.
Fire
Twisted fire starter.
Go, Johnny! Yeah.
Play my game.
Oh man, you could see Bowley with the green like a clown in it, the fucking green hair, you know, red nose. Yeah, let's have it right.
Johnny, whoever created that circus face of that for Bowley, I'll tell you what, absolutely amazing. I love it. It's incredible artwork.
Yeah.
Incredible.
We have to be careful. We've insulted quite a few people, but you know, it is what it is. Drinking the minerals, jog on. Do you know what I mean? Just jog on.
Yeah, but it's for good purpose. It's for a good cause. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we're slagging off each other. Do you know what I mean? Like other channels do and allow, you know, certain things to go on. This needs to be put out there because he seems as he's on social media platforms, he can see that he's being mudded. It is what it is.
And he deserves to be mudded.
Yeah,
why are you gonna go? Thank you, Bowley. Have a good evening, Bowley. You know what I mean? Thank you for what?
He's
For
just
setting
handing
us
out
back years.
he's handing out all the Happy Meals, though, Johnny, isn't he?
Yeah. Listen, those Happy Meals with those PR Happy Meals with listen. At the moment, they ain't even coming with any toys. Yeah, but this is it. This is the ownership at Chelsea
no
right
pickles,
now.
no nothing.
No nothing, no cheese, no pickles, dry as you like. Fucking. Have you ever seen that YouTube video where they take the burgers and they put them in these glass cabinets and they just sit in there for months and they don't change, they just look the same, and then they start foaming after. That's what we got at our football club. And the thing is, if you notice, Egbali is old McDonald fella there because he's the kingpin, and then Bowley's the little one serving it out. Do you know what I mean? Let's have it right up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. Make sure you smash that like button. Every single one of you hit the like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Guys, there are some people that, you know, will not agree with us in the chat. Let them be. As long as they're not personal or they're not being fucking out of order or racist or anything like that, discriminative, then just let them do their thing. That is what it is. We want people to listen. No one wants to muck around with the Minerals FC chat anyway. It's relentless in there. But I'm just pre-warning. Just pre-warning. That's all.
Did you guys see that picture of Klopp with his arm around Kai in a Liverpool game at the end?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Because he knows Kai Havertz is elite.
Listen, I know Arsenal fans that know Kai Havertz is a baller, man. Do you know what I mean? I know people that are plugged in certain things and they're like, do you know what? Kai Havertz is a baller, bro. He's not someone that you want to get rid of. And we know this. It's the same with Mount. Man United fans want Mount at their team as well. Do you know what I mean?
Just imagine, play him in the position of who's their attacking midfielder?
Man United?
Man United?
No, for Arsenal. For Arsenal.
Oh, Odegaard.
Yeah, play him in that position. You see, Havertz doesn't ball out. You know.
Yeah, he needs to be. He's one of those. He's like in fact, you know, Felix is that luxury player, and I think Havertz is a luxury player. But he has the ability to do the dirty side of the game, whereas Felix don't.
Well, Felix for me ain't a luxury player. He comes from an anti-football model. Yeah, I don't want him anywhere near my place.
No, I'm gonna be real. I never rated Felix when he was at Atletico. I think during his little short term at Chelsea, he's played way better at Chelsea than he ever did at Atletico. Yeah, and that's 100%.
Because we've given him the freedom to do that. Yeah. Okay, facts. And to be honest, for me, it was 130 million euros flop. Okay, I don't want him anywhere near there. We got a 72 million pound elite player who scored us in the Champions League. He's been playing out of positions, been scoring, playing, doing really well. I want him there. Yeah, I don't want anyone else. Done.
Well, this is the thing, right? Harry Blandsuitman says, would you sell Havertz, though, for good offer? What's a good offer, bruv? He's on a 2-year contract. he's easily an 80, 90 million pound player. So what's a good offer? Who's got the money in Europe right now to spend that sort of money? There ain't anyone.
I'll
So
tell you what a good offer is, yeah? Give him another 4 to 5 year contract, 300 grand, and that's the best offer we can give him. Done.
yeah, facts.
Mm.
Same
Yeah.
amount as well.
And you know
Of
what gets so,
course.
you know what gets on my nerves about our fan base as well is that with that divide and that, yeah, we're so against each other sometimes it's annoying. But do you know what? Nunes, he was what was he 100 million at Liverpool,
Yeah.
and he's trash. All he is, he can run, but that's about it. But
Yeah.
they don't slag him off and slander him like how certain Chelsea fans do our own players. Do you know what I mean? It's weird.
Even Salah hasn't really been
Yeah,
at
yeah,
his best, has he?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
dropped form.
yeah. They fell off ever since they got rid of Mane, man, and
But they
obviously Luis Diaz, he's injured, so.
But the Dippers don't forget what these players have done for them as well. You know, like Salah and like Sane or even Firmino, you know.
Yeah,
So they've
yeah.
got respect for their
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
You know? And that's what we should have.
I think I would never sell Havertz. I think he's a generational talent. If anyone watched him at Leverkusen and look at the amount of big clubs that were after Kai Havertz, that tells you everything you need to know. I mean, Klopp would take him. Pep would want him.
Johnny,
Ten
first
Hag.
off, all right, we've learned that. We've learned the hard lesson anyway. Look at the amount of players we've lost and they've gone and balled out. Yeah, this can't happen. No more.
But this is the thing. That it's going that way, Geese.
Yeah,
It's going that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm still. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
it's like, I don't want to be that guy that goes, I told you so, with the amount of players that we will lose.
Well, we're hanging
And-
by a thread, like with some sort of belief that maybe it might not happen as well. You know,
Listen,
That's-
the only chance we got is bringing in an Enrique who's got his demands.
Yeah.
And you can build towards something and you give him control. I'm not saying, look, no gaffer gets 190% control. It doesn't matter what club you're at.
halfway.
There is, but you get maybe 60%, 70%.
Johnny's gone silent.
Yeah.
So you guys,
That's what I think.
Yeah, we just missed you. What you just said there, Johnny. Sorry for about 20
Sorry, I'm
seconds.
saying I think Pep's got 70 to 80% control of the team itself. I'm not saying of all the decisions. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm getting hacked by the brown envelopes, guys. So forgive me. Yeah,
Of course,
forgive me. You know what
we
I mean?
know.
But yeah. So that's the thing. Like, I think we should look. The way I look at it is we should have made that decision to get Luis Enrique right now, and he should
So
be
hand
working
on heart,
already.
Johnny. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to stop you again. Yeah, hand on heart. Do you actually believe that the deal is done for Enrique now?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't think it's done.
Cursor, what do you
Well,
think?
I've seen a few people on Twitter talking about how they think that I've seen more people say that the deal's done for Nagelsmann rather than Enrique, but I don't know, man. Who knows? These guys are so unorganized. Just like when they got rid of J5 and we didn't have someone to replace him. They're too disorientated. It's weird. Do you know what I mean? So I doubt it.
Yeah. Hannah, what do you think?
I think we're going to get Nagelsmann because he's easier to control than Enrique.
But what's weird
That's
is though, Hannah,
my
is that
opinion.
Enrique would have been on a free. Do you know what I mean? So why not just
Yeah.
go and get him? Do you know what I mean? He's got time to basically,
Because they won't be able to control him. Cursor. He'll
obviously,
say-
yeah,
he'll
that's
just
what
say,
it is.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
away. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
they won't be able to control him. He'll want all the say. He'll want all the lineup and stuff, and
Yeah.
he'll want that control. Whereas the owners,
But do
they're
you not?
egotistic.
do you
They're
not see,
they're not gonna let go, are they?
Do you not? Yeah, no, I agree with that. But do you not think that Nagelsmann? I mean, he fell out with Oliver Kahn. He's got his set ways. I mean, he's a hothead as well.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. But Johnny, remember Thomas Tuchel as well fell out with the previous clubs as well. Yeah. So, and another thing I want to say, me personally, I think the deal's done already for Enrique. But
Do
one
you?
good thing
Hopefully,
here,
hopefully.
I do. I
What
really
before
do.
you say, why do you think
Yeah.
that?
because, as I said, I think our owners have made a massive mistake. They need to put it right. And Enrique wants to be here for the next 5 or 6 years to build a dynasty with young players and experience. And I think they're going to give him that. I really do believe that. And just in case if they don't, the one good thing about Nagelsmann, and you played it as well, what does he want? And what's the most integral thing he needs in his team?
He wants those pressers, mate, and the
He
DM.
wants to. Thank you. So
And who, who better to press than Mount?
Well, yeah, there's that as well. I think that's a sticking point, though. I think Nagelsmann could probably say, "Yeah, I can do without Mount," whereas maybe an Enrique would believe what we're hearing that he wants Mount. Maybe that's what makes the decisive decision for the owners because they're fucked up. You know.
Yeah.
Listen, if Mount leaves, I'll give you my word. I will expose the owners tenfold. But until that happens, because things might change. Things might change. But there's a lot of things.
You're going to have a lot of support from a lot of people around the club, though, because of that. We're all going to make our voices heard, Johnny. So
I don't think. Yeah, that's the thing, Chelsea old boys. I don't think they realise that the diehard Chelsea, you know, like yourself, travel home away Europe and have done.
Or
for
CFC UK. You know, David, all of them. You know, they're all behind him. So.
Oh, that's another thing. H Talks is in the chat saying that PSG and Nagelsmann. I keep seeing that on Twitter as well. So he might end up at PSG, to be fair. I've seen that a lot recently.
Yeah, I have.
Well, you could see Enrique going there or Nagelsmann, either one.
Yeah, but Enrique wants to come Premier League.
Yeah. Well, he's been paying attention to English football.
Yeah.
He wants to come against Pep.
Yeah.
I just hope Liverpool don't get him, though.
He won't go. I can't see him there.
Yeah.
I really can't.
What do you think? You think Liverpool's going to get rid of Klopp?
I don't know. Their results aren't going good lately, though, is it? So could happen. Could happen. You never know, do you? But yeah.
Well, they've gone still up there, haven't they? So you know. Anyway, who cares about the Dippers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Dippers.
So I've got understand from Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea want to keep João Felix as part of their long-term project. Club very happy with his impact. João also keen on staying. What impact's that? 2 goals in fucking how many games? How many games he's played? 12, 13 games? 14 games? How many games has he played?
Well, he missed 3.
All of them.
He's missed 3 and then he's played every single game.
And he scored 1 goal, was it? West Ham, was it? Was it
1
West
or
Ham?
2 goals?
No, 2.
He scored. 2 goals. Yeah. No assists.
And about 94 hit the post. What is it? 94 times hit the post. And
I'm sorry, but apparently he's a creator.
He's too greedy to be a creator.
So what's everyone coming at Mount for?
They just want him out, Johnny. They just want him out, don't they? These haters just want him out, and they just want to put Felix in there, and you're going to see what's going to happen. Yeah, he's going to be hitting the post next year if we get rid of Mount and we've got Felix. He'll be hitting the post, this and that. He won't even be creating. He's nothing. I don't see anything of him. He looks good here and there. That's it.
Well, what will probably happen though? Felix will probably stay, and Havertz will probably leave.
But what's the point of doing that? If you're going to go pay 100 million for him, give him the wages he wants, all right? Half the money, what you're going to give him, you can keep Mount and Havertz. Yeah?
I want to make
the rest of the money and go and buy another player.
I want to make a key point, and I'm not being arrogant. I'm not being, trying to blow smoke up my arse, all right? A bit like what Jose Moon would say, I'm not one out of the bottle. But if you look at
it, we trust you, brother.
Yeah.
Right?
When I was saying the players that are going to go, and I predominantly mentioned Chilwell, didn't I?
Yeah.
Right. And what have we got today? Chilwell signing maybe a 4-year deal. because that was not in the pipeline. And all of a sudden it is. So all I'm going to say is we have listeners, and listeners in high places. And that is all we're going to say about it. And maybe there is a chance that they listen on other certain individuals as well. Because if they don't, I think they're very, very concerned about protests. I think they're very, very concerned about what is said on this platform, irrespective of what following we have. It's not about that. It's about what you say. And what you say can be heard. Doesn't mean people have to interact with it. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to say. And that's what I landed just there. Is what it is.
Yeah.
And he has to stay.
Yeah.
He has to stay.
I
You
don't
can't
want
get
him
rid
to
of
go to-
Chilwell.
I don't
We
want
all
him to
know
go
the
to
place
City.
we want to stay. That's for sure. You know.
DM for minerals, as Johnny says. DM for minerals. That's it. DM for minerals. You know. That's the way I look at it. Do you know what I mean? And it's good. It's good. And also Enrique. We're very pro Enrique on the platform. Very pro Enrique. Very pro changing the model. We were very pro adding up a Potter. And
Although for me personally, like another manager could come in, like anyone, but they still won't replace Tuchel for me.
no.
I just
Are you seeing
I just
this?
loved him. I just loved him. I just, you know, the fans had a connection and stuff, and I felt that with Tuchel, you know. So for me, he was the one. And I hope one day that he does come back. Hopefully, one day.
That would be lovely.
I'd love to see that win the Prem with him.
Who's
Johnny,
that?
are you seeing about John Terry?
No, what's happened?
He's meant to be assistant manager or assistant. He's an assistant at Leicester City.
What?
John Terry.
He's left Chelsea.
Well, it seems like it.
You see, what? That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
Boy.
Who's taken
What?
over at Leicester?
Why wouldn't you not had John Terry as an assistant to Lampard?
It's called
And-
jellyfish tactics.
And why would you not want to have someone who's proper Chelsea at our football club behind the scenes?
Because he's probably got a voice, Johnny. Yeah, and they're probably scared of him as well.
Mm.
And he's seen what a shit show it is, and he doesn't
Yeah,
want
of
anything to
course.
do with it.
That's what I mean. These
Because
owners
if
are
he's
bad.
there-
ones.
They are. They're
Or-
fucking bad. They're worse than the Glazers, guys. I'm not
Honestly.
even joking. They really are, mate. They're worse than the Glazers.
Just imagine this, all right? Maybe JT's left because he's seen Lampard maybe siding with the owners. Imagine that. I hope
Oh,
not. I don't even wanna
fucking
think
hell.
about that.
Middles are landing now.
Can you imagine
Middles are
that?
landing now.
Damn.
That's a great point.
Can you
That's a
imagine?
great point. I swear, man, they're going to tarnish Lamps, man. Why
They
would
go
Lamps
smart.
ruin his reputation? Because he wants a sporting director role. Maybe he wants a sporting director role. Maybe that's what he wants after being interim gaffer. Has anyone thought about that?
No. That's another good shout, Johnny. It's getting really worrying, isn't it?
For our club now.
Fucking hell, you get rid of John Terry like that and allow him to leave. He's a leader, man.
I've just seen in the chat, though, it's Dean Smith. So Dean Smith, he was his number 2 there before, weren't he, at Villa?
Yeah, so Dean Smith's gone to Leicester, so he's taken John
Yeah.
Terry.
I don't blame him.
But why would Terry just miss an opportunity to be at Chelsea? Like,
That's because Dean Smith sees things which Bowley and co don't. Yeah. Even Lamps, I mean, he should have taken him in there, like, tighten up our defence, you know.
yeah.
Lamps has got such a terrible record with, like, defence and that. Bring him in. Bring him. Let him go and talk to the players, sort out the back, keep in line, with the 4 at the back, step offside and, just don't understand it. Really don't.
That is
Unless he
breaking
messed
news.
about with his missus, did he? Or not? Oh, you just got that one, didn't you?
I was looking saying I just repeated in my ear that one.
I had to put that one in it.
Yeah, maybe he's gone at Lamps's. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
And where's
Oh,
Ashley
man.
Cole? Is Ashley Cole even behind the scenes? Is he signed? Apparently the contracts are not done for Ashley Cole and Clement.
I think they were still sorting out the contracts, the remaining contracts, which they were signed up with Everton and that, so they can release him. Apparently, something like that. So, what we're going to do? What? Pay 2-3 million to release him?
Listen, everyone's bringing up Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti put a quote out today. He says, "Like the wind, it blows away." You know, in other words, all the rumours of him. He goes, "My contract's till whatever at Real Madrid."
Yeah.
He's basically shutting shop on all the talk about him coming to Chelsea because there's no way
this shit show.
he wouldn't want to come. That's why you
Yeah.
got to respect Luis Enrique, bruv. He's going in there and he's going, do you know what? Like, this is what I
Bring
want.
it on.
I won't sign
Let's
with
see.
any club if they
Yeah.
don't accept my terms
Yeah.
because I believe in what I am about. I'm strong and I'm fully confident in my own philosophy and the way I want to play my brand of football. That's what you fucking want when you have an interview. You want someone to come in here and say, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm going to do. And you should grasp that. Literally take it in and go, this is unbelievable. This is what we want. No, you want collaborations like you're fucking with Apple TV and Starbucks or something. You ain't even going to get Starbucks collaborating with Apple, bruv. You know what I mean? It's just a joke.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso and fucking Apple. Oh my God! Look through the apple of the eye of the fan, Bowley, instead of fucking mucking around with all this nonsense.
He's staring down an empty beer bottle, bro.
It's insane.
Big up to H Talks. He says Terry has the voice of the lion, which Bowley and Coke don't want to hear. They're a bunch of cowards. Bowley drinks gone off milk wrong
and at least Luis Enrique's got the minerals, right? To say to them, have you got the minerals to take me on? You know? Clearly not.
Yeah. Clearly not. Clearly they don't.
You know? That's elite. I love that. I love it.
What do we think about go on, Chelsea Always finished.
Well, we haven't even heard anything about Nagelsmann. I mean, that's gone really, really quiet. So that's probably more the worrying aspect. When that's gone quiet and there's all this talk about Enrique, you know, is it going to happen? Will it happen? We don't know.
Let's talk about Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann knows Christopher Vell, this guy that's so-called got all this power play. Bullshit. He hasn't got any power. Apparently, Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart have got all the cards to play. Yeah, for this new recruitment. Where's Christopher Vell's fucking name being put out? Nowhere to be seen. All right. So all this links of Christopher Vell to Julian Nagelsmann. This is what's concerning. Is do you think Julian Nagelsmann is looking at going, oh, they want to go back to Red Bull model? I've just gone from Bayern Munich and I'm going to go downgrade again to go into a philosophy and a model and a project that is the same as the club I was at before I went to Bayern Munich. Of course he's not. He's going to look at PSG. We've got money to blow. We've got lovely players. That's what he's going to look at. And we've got Enrique, who's actually the better gaffer, wanting to come to Chelsea, and these guys are pissing around. It blows my mind, honestly.
It's a circus. It's a circus.
It is.
That's why I'm confused about the investment, man. I'm just so confused by it because you guys have bought a club and you're not really doing anything with them. Do you know what I mean? We're taking a whole load of L's. We look silly out here. We don't even look like it's not even been a year yet, and we're a shambles, bro.
Yeah,
but we don't even look the same team. We've lost all our confidence, all our aggression. It's nothing. It's crap. We're not even working as a team, are we?
Even when we had Potter, you got Cucurella, who's a former player under him. All he does is backward pass. He don't know how to play ball properly. I don't know what's going on with him. Do you know what I mean? And it's It's just, I don't know, man. It's a fucking shit show, bro. I'm sorry. It just is. It's
And all this and all this backwards passing.
Yeah,
No,
all of that.
you have to keep pushing forward and keep pressing. Press.
Do you know how many times I'm shouting at the TV screen saying, go, press forward, go forward. I would be better on the sidelines than any of these guys. I'm not going to lie.
I want to know, right? I want to know. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of other platforms. I don't watch anyone. Like, I stay away from it. But I want you to tell me, what's their narrative on the owners?
They love them.
Well, do you know what? To be fair, you know that George Benson guy?
Yeah.
He did a live stream when we was playing, and before the match started, I think he was watching. I can't remember what team was playing, and he said something along the lines of something to do with the owners, but he didn't really press on the situation too tough. But you could tell what route he was taking, where he was agreeing with what you would say, Johnny, but he kept it short and sweet and didn't speak on it no more. So he knows, they're aware of what's going on. They just don't want to push it out there like that. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't suit the narrative.
So they ain't got the minerals and they ain't got the bollocks to say.
No.
But they know it's fucking absolutely crystal at the minute that that's what's going on. Because they're concerned about their connections and their platforms and it's their bread and butter. I get all that, you know. But you're meant to be a supporter of Chelsea. That's the priority.
They ain't got the minerals, Johnny. All right, they're all scared to say, you know, against the owners. Unlike us, yeah, we land the facts. We say as it is. You know why? Because we're the ones who got the real eye of the fan for the real Chelsea here. Yeah.
Big up Mark Dunn. Benson is twerking for Trivago. Did you hear he asked for like a little link up or collaboration or whatever? I saw that.
Oh really? Well, there you go. He ain't going to get that if he's coming at the owners, is he? Anyone else that fucking is loving the owners and not saying it as it is?
I think the other side of the coin. I think he put like a truth bomb up thing on but I haven't watched it yet. But I think he put something up about the owners. So
interesting.
But I don't know what was said because I haven't watched it really, to be honest.
Probably the same as Lewis's channel, isn't it? When they were kissing Bowley's arse, isn't it?
Yeah, like kissing Potter's arse. It's the players, not you, Gaffer.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, what do you think about the whole Lukaku situation? You think he's coming back?
No, well, fucking, you know, you don't bring this cement booted fraud back to Chelsea.
If he does, Chelsea Old Boys is going to give him 90 slaps on the pitch.
You know what? I'd get banned. I'd fucking get banned. I'd go up there and fucking drag him off the pitch. I'd go and get banned.
Definitely.
Whilst
I'm slapping him, Johnny. Whilst I'm slapping him.
Yeah. Get the shovel out. Because honestly,
no, it's no shovel. Cement mixer, mate. Go on, sorry, I stopped you.
No, it's facts. You know, we know what it's all about. But
disgrace.
I think that, listen, this guy's got number 90 for 90 million that Inter Milan made off us. He's hardly played. I don't even think they want him. But at the end of the day, he's not welcome at our football club. He's on over 400 grand a week. I don't want him. He's a snake. He's a rat. It's like bringing Courtois back. It's just delusion. So no, he's not welcome, and he doesn't fit any of the philosophies of these new gaffers that we're looking at. So he's not coming back? They wouldn't want Lukaku. Can you imagine Luis Enrique being full fed cement booted fraud? The guy that just doesn't move. I mean, it's just like no chance. And the same with Nagelsmann. Like we got Nkunku coming in. So what we gonna have with Lukaku? It's waffle. It's waffle. The only reason that he would come back is because the owners and they want to protect the money that they've got in him and they want to get something out of it because it's all money driven, and that's another red flag, another concern. But let's see what happens with that situation. But I'll tell you what, I won't be hush on that. No chance, mate. I'm not hush on anything anyway. But it is what it is.
It's never going to happen. He would never come back to Chelsea. Trust me.
No.
Yeah.
Big up to Texas Blue. He says, he says, big Chelsea platforms are just twerking for jobs. That's why they don't call out these bum owners. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. We don't twerk. Yeah, listen, I'm not about that. I've never had it. And then, like I say, not bought. I'll never be bought. I've got my own mind. I've got my own knowledge. And I say it as it is. And that's it. And it's the saying that goes, the ones that have got nothing to lose are the most dangerous. And I don't have anything to lose except gain true supporters that think the same as me. That's it. That's it.
That's why we support you, Johnny. Yeah, because you've got nearly 6K subs, all right, and it's true hardcore Chelsea supporters. Yeah, true
facts.
No fakes. No brand envelopes here. No nothing.
Exactly, and that's how it will stay. It's not going to go in any other direction. We don't allow it. And for that Tom fella going on DR Sports, got him rattled, didn't it? Because at the end of the day, you're paid to go on that shit. Why else you on there?
You know what I find weird as well? Have you noticed a lot of these American celebrities are getting involved in football now as well? Celebrities as a whole, anyway. Like you got Deadpool over at, was it Wrexham?
Yeah.
You got James Corden turning up, meeting up with my guy. And then you've got Michael B. Jordan, the Creed guy. Ain't he got like an investment in a football team as well?
Who's that wrestler as well? That was at the bridge. I don't even think he's a wrestler or an actor.
John Cena.
Cena. Yeah.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was there. It's all publicity stunt. Have you not noticed the music? The shocking heavy metal crap. I'm not dissing heavy metal like. You know, like people like that. So it's not my favorite choice of genre, but you know, when you hear that just before the players are coming out and that, it's very fucking disturbing, bruv. You know what I mean? It gives me a headache. I can't even talk to the geezer next to me. It's so loud. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I mean, you can't even hear our chants. That's how loud it is. You know it, Chelsea old boys. It's fucking loud.
Yeah,
bruv.
I know. Well, that's not the heavy metal tune I will play. I'll play War Pigs of Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, political back governments and how they're destroying us.
Yeah. Or a bit. I like a bit of the Stone Roses, man. What about Fool's Gold, bruv? Play a bit of Fool's Gold. That's a track to come out on, man. That's you know what I mean. That's what they are. They're Fool's Gold. They're digging for gold, and they're fucking muppets. But they're destroying everything that created the gold. I just honestly, big up to Texas Blue, man. Big up to you, man. You know the deal. We know the deal here at the Minerals FC.
Trevor Smith. Ronald McDonald cheese. I love it.
Big up British patron Trevor Smith. Big up to you guys, man. Big up to you guys. Everyone in here landing it.
Smash the likes.
Stuff. Yeah, man. Smash the likes. Let's get at least 200 likes. Crying out loud. What's going on, guys? We know we got probably haters and wrong uns watching, but it is.
And that joke about the cheerleaders, I bet you they will be there soon.
Yeah. They'll have cheerleaders.
Shirts. We love Todd Bowley.
Yeah. Come on, Chelsea. Yeah. On their double D fucking half tops, you know.
Did you see Mudryk's moving his family from the Ukraine to over here now?
Is he? Yeah. Well, he's on an 8-year deal, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, having your family around it probably boosts his confidence as well. So that's a good sign.
Also, he wants to get him out of that country that's in it's absolute chaos at the minute. And I think Mudryk, you know, being on an 8-year deal, he's there for a long period of time. So, and I didn't realise Mudryk is what, 22?
Yeah, he's 22.
He's not
young.
He's not exactly young, is he? I mean, when you look at what Mount was doing at 22. Right? And apparently he's only worth 50 million, but Mudryk's worth 100 million, is he? Playing in Ukrainian league. I mean, what are we doing here? Where are we going? What's happened to our supporters? What's going on?
I've seen a couple of things on Twitter. They're like, oh, Conte could come back as manager. No. But I hope that doesn't happen.
Who's that? The wig merchant?
Yeah.
Conte, yeah.
I don't want him anywhere near Chelsea, and that's
he took Chelsea to court, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's not only that; he wants ready-made players. That's what he wants. He wants ready-made players. What's he going to do with all these kids?
Yeah,
he's going to ship them off to Epstein Island.
You know, bruv. Oh mate, he'll get taken to court. Thomas Morales says we're headed to Starbucks. Are we, fella? I think we're a long way from Starbucks. I don't know. Maybe you see things that we don't see. Let us know. Let us know. Because at the minute, I don't know, mate. You know, big up to everyone in the chat as always. You know.
So for Wednesday, what do you guys think, man? Do you think he's gonna change it up? You got some sort of belief that he will play Mount in that game?
Oh, well, I hope so, man.
I heard Thiago's back as well today. He's training.
Yeah, he's back in full training. Yeah.
What happens if Thiago Silva plays?
If we get Thiago Silva playing and we get Kante playing and we get Mount playing, that centre of the pitch, that from the defence to the midfield forward, we're good to go, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying in another context, I don't see Mount playing.
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, 100%.
So I only
That's
see
the thing.
Kante, and if Thiago's thrown in with only not having any minutes or bedded in, then how is that justifiable to not play Mount?
Yeah, for real.
So this is going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. Like, at the end of the day, Lamps brought through Mace. If he doesn't play him then and he's in the squad and he flies, the questions need to be asked. Already the brown envelopes have been going on in the press conferences, like, why did Mount not play? Why did Bruno not put on Mount against Liverpool? Why didn't he play? Why is he bringing on Gallagher in front of Mount?
Yeah, I think that's all statement. There's tactics around that, man, surrounding that kind of stuff there, that kind of behavior, what they're doing, and all this kind of stuff that they're on. It's like he's under punishment. I don't know why, but that's what I see from it anyway. Do you know what I mean?
He could bring on Pulisic instead.
Pulisic is trash. Get rid of that.
If I'm correct,
go and write another book.
If I'm correct, I think Lampard started one game playing 3 at the back, and we actually beat the Spursy, didn't we? 2-0.
Yeah, he did away. Yeah,
that's the only time. So if Thiago's fit, he should actually think of playing back 3. You know, that'd be interesting. Yeah, wouldn't mind seeing that actually.
And Johnny, what's your take on the whole not playing Badiashile stuff? Like, what's going on?
That one baffles me because Badiashile is performed and he's looked very good. This is what I'm saying. Decisions that are being made for team lineups do not add up at all.
And it's not in the player's confidence.
Yeah, why are you not playing him if you know that he's not going to play Champions League? Have someone fresh for the Premier League, and to be defensively solid, and then play your player who's going to play in the Champions League to be fresh and ready. I don't get it. And at the same time, you're risking damaging everyone's confidence even further by losing to Wolves.
And that's a whole point.
That goal was a wonder goal, but you know,
that's the whole point of having a big squad.
Right? Yeah, use them.
Yeah,
I just. He's got, listen, Lamps has to play a back 3 against Real Madrid. He has to. In fact, he should be playing it the whole way into the season if he wants to get results.
Let them all adjust.
Well, he won't do that.
Why though, Chelsea old boys? Why is he not?
He plays back 4. That's what he believes in.
Yeah, I know, but we ain't got time for that.
Well,
we haven't got players for it. I mean, listen, Tuchel knew he couldn't play back 4 because Tuchel's a back 4 manager.
He's an elite manager. He's elite. He's different.
Exactly. So what are we doing here? Lamps is being naive then.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Stick with what the winning mentality is. Stick with the whole, the whole formation that we win with. Stick with it. It works. Don't change it up.
We saw how it went with Potter back 4.
Yeah.
We've seen it under Tuchel. Remember when he played back 4 against Brentford at home last season? Rudiger scored his wonder goal that he was dying for. Yeah, because I was in the shed and I saw a beautiful angle of that Rudiger goal. And then we went to pot. Because you're playing Thiago Silva in a back 4 with Rudiger. It's fucking, you can't do it. But TT was like, I don't have Reece, I don't have Chilwell. And I think he was restricted with the wing back. Lamps ain't got that problem. You think Tuchel's going to not play the wing back system when he's got Chilwell and Reece fit? Of course he is.
Or is it the owners? Or is it the owners telling him what to do again?
Oh fucking hell!
We don't know, do we?
I don't want to make that call just yet on
Yeah.
Frank because I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I can't see
he's-
that. I
like,
really can't see that. This is
Well-
Frank's decisions.
I hope so.
what if he doesn't play Mace though, Chelsea old boys?
Well, if he doesn't, we've got a serious issue. Okay,
So
so,
what
if
we
he
saying-
doesn't
what
play
we
him on Wednesday, he needs to start the next game or the return home leg. And if he doesn't do that, then we know exactly what's happening. But I'm still not going to go against Lamps, but I'm going to be bitterly disappointed with Lamps.
Yeah, we lose
Bitterly
respect
disappointed.
in a way. We lose
Yeah,
respect,
yeah,
don't we? Yeah.
yeah.
He's not-
As a player, he's a legend, but as a coach, sorry.
I still think that when Mace is on the bench, he should be on the bench. But I think he will play Mace. He knows how important Mace is.
Yeah, of course
All
he
right,
does.
he brought him through. Why would he not play
Yeah.
him? The fact that he doesn't play him tells you. I'm sorry to say it. If he doesn't play him, of all gaffers in football, right, the one that brought you through is going to play you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he doesn't
Like I
play
said-
you, then he's been got to. And then
He
And
he's got
imagine
Frank's
mentally-
not that
skills,
strong.
doesn't he?
Yeah, and imagine
Mm.
mentally what sort of effect that will have on Mount as well. You know, can you imagine? It
I
will
think
crush
Mace will
that
lose.
kid,
Mace will lose all
Crush him.
respect for him, wouldn't he?
crush him.
Mm.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
Jeez,
It's disgraceful.
the wound deepens. I'll tell you what. Thinking about it, more deeper, it's not good. Really
No.
not good.
Big up to Aaron Smith in here. If Frank doesn't play Mace, that's not because of Frank. Let's have it right. Well, I think that's the only way we can look at it. I'm not going to make my judgment. I want to see 4 or 5 games. 4 or 5 games. And let's see.
And I think we've only got 7 or 8 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Shocking, isn't it? It's shocking.
We're still trying to get 40 points, bro.
The road to 40.
All right.
It's been a long road.
Someone's asked me to bring up that that tweet from yesterday.
Past and present, that one. Or
Yeah.
God, that is so sad.
Get this Eugene guy out of the comments, man.
Eugene.
Let's put it up.
Eugene.
Listen, everyone's got their opinion, guys. All right, here it is. We can all see it. Let me scroll up here. Let me put it up. There you go. You can see there. It's an advertising global board, and Mace is in black and white. So that's what we got our football club.
Should be ashamed of themselves.
Disgraceful.
If that's not a club agenda on the player himself, then why the fuck would Mount stay? Why would you stay? Like, why? In fact, right, I get what the advert is. It's got the Champions League half in colour, all right, and our second Champions League in black and white. If that's the case, why have you not got a Drogba there for our 2 Champions Leagues, for example?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Or why are you using Mount, who you haven't put on your social media platform for about 9 weeks, and yet you're putting him on a billboard in front of everyone using his Champions League, him holding up the Champions League? Why would you do that? Why are you not picking fucking Reece James holding it? Why are you picking Mace?
Put
That's
Pulisic
an
in there,
agenda.
past and present. They
It's
should be
agenda.
ashamed of themselves. The kid's holding the European, the Champions League trophy, and you're doing that to him. That is total disrespect. Total disrespect. I just makes your blood boil.
That's
It
what I'm
does.
saying,
It
guys.
does.
That's shocking.
Where was this posted on Twitter?
Yeah, someone was, I think, walking underground. It looks like, and it's one of them underground. You know, electric banners
That's
like
dead,
that.
man.
They change, you know.
But it's not over here. It's in another country, is it? Or
No, because the girl's here. She's here.
in
She's
this
London.
country? What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Tell us. I love. Like, if you can like tweet her, tell us where it is. Right, we just go and get it off. Man. That's disgusting.
I'll get in touch with her
That's
and
terrible,
ask her,
man.
because that is disgraceful, man. And the thing is, you're not using Mace on any of our major platforms on the official account, but yet you're using him for a fucking advertising campaign for Champions League, and you're putting him in black and white. Why don't you put any other player that you see as part of your future, like Reece James? You say future captain. Why are you not using Reece James holding the Champions League? Why has it got to be Mount? You see what I'm saying? Media has powerful implications, has powerful narratives, hidden connotations. This is why I come against all this stuff. All right, not just because Mason Mount. There's plenty of it. There's plenty of it against Chelsea as a whole, as a club. When we had Tuchel, there's plenty of it around. It's just people don't see it because they only see from the surface. But that itself is unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
And in regards to the whole Reece James thing, there's a lot of people that think he's going to end up at Real Madrid. And there was a video clip that was posted. There was a video clip posted where he's talking to Enzo in Spanish. And people think that's him basically learning the language because he knows where he's going to end up.
I'm telling you now, if Reece gets an offer from Real Madrid, he'll go. And the owners, all they think about is money. If they can get 100+ million for him, they'll take it.
Yeah.
That's why he's on a long contract. Because Real Madrid have been grooming Reece for a couple of years. So what are we going to say then? What's all the Chelsea supporters going to say when we lose Mount and Reece James? Well done, Bowley.
I need Prozac and Valium after all of this talk now.
Listen, this is what the message we put out. This is why we land it, because things need to change at our football club. And if no one speaks up on it, nothing's going to change. So if we do speak up on it, it will change.
Definitely.
And that's what we're doing. We're fighting against it. We're fighting against what they're doing to make sure that they change what they're doing. That's the ultimate goal, to put the right model at Chelsea, the right mentality, and they'll make money. They'll make money because we'll be successful. If you're not successful and you're living off our heritage, where are you going to gain all them? Where are you going to sell the club for $6 billion because you've done a stadium rebuild? What about where the fucking position of the club is at? You think the new owner's going to come in and go, oh, look at them, they're mid-table every season and they might win an FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Is that the fucking standard here?
Yeah,
because we're Chelsea, we've been the most successful last 20. Is that the life cycle now? They want us in the life cycle, where we're in the mud. They want to make us an Arsenal, where Arsenal been nowhere for 18 odd years. Is that what they're doing at Chelsea? Yes, they are. They're doing that, and we need to stop it. So when I say you let go of Reece James, you let go of Mason Mount, you're a fucking disgrace. You're an absolute disgrace. All the other players, I get it, but these guys are special players for what they represent at our football club. You do not go and strip. You do not strip us of our DNA, of our, you know what, Cobham, all the Cobham players, all the young kids, they look up to Mason Mount and Reece James, going, look at them. Even Trev, look at them. They made it into the first team. Like, they've won the Champions League. They've won this, they've won that. All right?
Inspirational.
It's inspirational.
Yeah.
All right? And these players work even harder to get what they are. Listen, that DNA's gone, man. Gone. If you sell those two, and you're definitely going to sell one of them at the minute. And the only reason you're not going to sell Reece James is because he's on an 8 fucking year deal. All right?
This is what I'm worried about, that we're going to lose all our best players. I don't want it to happen.
This is it.
Why us, though, man? They could have bought a whole different team. Do you know what I mean? You come to Chelsea and you're just doing the most and making us look like a shambles, man. Do that somewhere else. Like, why us? I don't get it.
Because we're hated.
And it resorts back to the whole government thing. Do you know what I mean?
Look how the tables turn. Beloved Arsenal back up there. Man City, no one touched Man City because they got all the brown envelopes handed out under the table.
And
right?
I don't even
They
know a
ain't gonna
Man
get-
City fan.
They ain't even going to get sued or nothing. All right. And then look at Liverpool. Liverpool. The media on Liverpool, are they fuck? All right. Look at their shit show this season. If that was Chelsea, the pressure, Klopp would be sacked if he was at Chelsea. It'd be sacked. There's no talk of Klopp getting sacked at Liverpool. All right. Then you got Man United, beloved Man United, with arguably the worst owners. And there's fucking creeping up there now. And we're at Chelsea. We're where Man United were. We were ahead of Man United. Now we're behind them. Now we're behind Arsenal. Now we're further behind Manchester City and Liverpool.
We're behind Fulham.
We're fucking behind Brighton.
The list goes on.
And we've been
We're sitting
Brightonised.
11th. We're sitting 11th. When was the last time we sat 11th, Chelsea Old Boys? When was the last time we sat 11th?
Well, even in 2016, we were 10th, but not 11th.
Right.
It's a disgrace. I mean, look, how can you take us from the top, all right, to bring us down to the bottom, to build us back up again, to get us to the top? Don't make sense. Don't make sense, you clowns.
Clowns, bruv. And this is it, guys. This is the message. And everyone listening, whoever it is, whatever you are on, whatever platforms, whatever social media, you have to fight against this project and this model, because this is what is gutting us out and destroying us. And it all roots and stems from Eghbali and Bowley. They are the two kingpins. They have not stepped back. They are in full flow, full power. We as supporters have the power. We have more power than the owners do in what they want to do. We have more power than the directors. We have more power than the players. We have more power than the media, the brown envelopes, the journos. We've got more power than any of them. The supporters are the power at Chelsea Football Club. And you do not want to come against the supporters. And right now, this ownership are coming against the supporters. And that's where we come in and we will make a stand. And we have to do that. And if nothing changes, all right, in the next, coming up to the summer, and we don't get the gaffer we deserve, we have to do it before we get that gaffer. Because when they get that gaffer, it's done. We have to protest before they made that decision on the gaffer. We have to protest once it's the end of the season. At a minimum, like that's the latest. That's the latest. I think it's too late. We have to see what the results are like now. I think the moment you're out of the Champions League, you got to kick on. You got to kick on.
Yeah,
that's all we got hanging on to.
But what you're saying is all truth here, Johnny. But what's happening at the club, as we all seen, and that the divide in the fan base with the platforms and everything has made it quite impossible to try and do this. So we are the eye of the fan, and we need to rise up from this. So if we get majority of people on board, okay, yeah, maybe the rest will follow. Yeah, we need to do that. So as Bowley said, we are the eye of the fan. So we need to rise against them now, you know, and tell them as it is and the way it is. And we're not happy, you know, and this can't carry on. So we have to. We've got to push and push and push and make our voices heard, you know. And we will protest. It's going to come. It's going to have to.
And we need to make them think that they can't get away with what they're doing, because they are destroying us.
Yeah.
Listen, JP the dog, I've got in touch with Chidge. He doesn't. I think he's in a position personally. I don't know, but he I don't think he wants to get involved, guys. So I mean,
once it starts, Johnny, all right, a lot of people will come through.
Yeah, I think like if we can start it off, then I think it'll come. And
I forgot what game it was, but it was against Villa, I think. Right? I mean, our own fan base were fighting in the stands. Yeah, one wanted Potter in, the other one wanted him out, and they had like a good little fisticuffs. So that shows you what's happened to us now. Arsenal were doing that. Now we're fucking doing that. That's what the hell? What the hell's happened to us? It's a shambles.
Have we got a Mount chant?
Have what?
Have we got a Mason Mount chant?
We've got the ole 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 Mason Mount.
I think we need
and
to,
then
we need a chant for
we've
Mason Mount.
We've got the Mason Mounts won the European Cup.
Well, listen,
but it's not
even
enough.
But just come up with something, because I feel like it was only recently we did the whole "you don't know what you're doing" in regards of Graham Potter, and he was gone.
They heard.
If we can get this mounting going, we're good to go, man. He'll probably be on the pitch, because we need to be more vocal, and the only way you can be vocal is when you're at the stadium and you're doing your chants. It's a statement.
I wanted Thomas Tuchel chants. I wanted Roman Abramovich chants, because that is what hurts the owners. And I agree. The Mason Mount banner, they tried to stop that, but Dave ain't having none of that. He will land it. So that was put up. That rattled a few feathers. Let's have it right. But I also think that yeah, you're right. We need to. I'm going to do another video on that and push that out about Mason Mount.
The Mason Mount chants?
Yeah, and also I'm going to put pressure.
Yeah, it has to be done. We've got to be more
my energy's not been on Mace as much. It's been more on the owners and the club. But I think we all know that the Mount treatment stems from the owners. So it goes hand in hand. But my thing is, take Mount out of it. The issues are there, irrespective. But everyone wants to say, "Oh, because of Mount, I'm going the way I am at the owners." Nah, they don't get it. They don't get it.
It's deeper than that. It's about the owners and them destroying our club. Yeah,
exactly. That's the facts of the matter, and they are destroying it. So I think we need to create a big up to Nick Smith in here. Goes to all the games. I think we need to address this and put pressure on them. I'm waiting to bump into Bowley one day at the game or something. He seems to be walking around a lot, and just be honest and just speak honestly.
Well, there on Mayfair, I'm sure you're going to catch him around Mayfair.
Yeah. I need to go to a strip club. Don't know, it's a bit out of my budget, old Chelsea old boys. Do you know what I mean? They're really high flyers, aren't they? Elite spenders. So it is what it is, but yeah, like I say, it's a good shout. We know that all the other platforms are so anti Mason Mount, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So we do what we do. 1 second,
I've been
guys.
in the stands. Go on, sorry, Johnny. We've been a good panel, haven't we, guys?
Why are you not saying nothing?
Taking our time, letting each other land the minerals, well-respected panel, you see. We're well-trained, Johnny.
Yeah, you're probably
listen, I appreciate the invite, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All of us. Come on.
You know what I mean?
We love it.
But yeah, I think that's definitely something we need to do. Get a Mason Mount chart in there. Even a Kai Havertz. Anyone that we feel like, is one of our own, we need them to stay at our club.
The problem is, Cursor, right? Problem is, when we're in the stands, we try to chant their names and that, but it doesn't carry on through the other stands as well, So it's a bit hard. So you've got pockets who try to start it off, and it's not going on,
Yeah.
So
it's like
it needs to be everyone, doesn't it?
Getting into pockets, and no one wants to fucking. They're not on the same level,
right? And that's the agenda we have at the moment, because the fan base is so split. Some people don't want to get up and do it and carry on, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And then when you do, you get people. They start looking at you, and they look bemused. It's like, sing you cunts. Oh, sorry. Sing, you know what I mean? Well, it's true, but they don't do it. So, you know what I mean?
But this is the time now, really, where we need to stick together, all together, as a club, as one, and fight for what we want. We
I'm
need
glad
to.
you said that. I'm glad you said that, Hannah, because we've been
Yeah.
trying to say that, but they don't do it. You know,
Yeah.
and then they go against us. Oh, you're a mineral
Yeah.
fan.
I mean,
this and
Mount.
that, and they slag us off and
Yeah.
blah blah
I
blah.
mean,
You
Mount
know?
and Havertz agendas aside, we need to just come together, forget that, and just go for it and just stand for our
man.
club and be the
Uplift
voice.
the boys, man.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got many jellyfish as supporters, unfortunately. So
We
it's not
have.
happening.
And that's facts. Like, we all need to stick
Yeah.
together. And Nick Smith says it perfectly. East Stand, give us a song.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
What about West?
Whatever.
Fucking hell.
Well, the only song we get there, all right. This ain't Chelsea.
Yeah,
That's the only song we get. That's it, mate.
yeah. That's
Say
the only one you
Chelsea.
got. This is
It's the
not
only
Chelsea.
one, mate. Yeah. So
Yeah.
at least we've got one true supporter there, and he lands the fucking minerals.
Yeah, and shout out to Thomas Sizzler as well. He's in the East Stand. He fucking lands it, bro. But yeah, it's what it is, man. We're in this position now, and we just have to keep going, guys. We don't give up. I ain't giving up for no one. Nothing, mate. We keep
We
going.
will win, though. We will win, but
Yeah,
we
of
have
course
to
we will.
stand together. We have
Yeah.
to stand together.
Yeah.
We
Like I was saying
overcame
before-
so many situations, Hannah. Yeah, in the 80s, you know, we had Save the Bridge. We had property developers wanted to buy us out and start building. You know, we fought so much there. You know, if we'd done that, we could do this. You know, and plus on top of that,
Yeah.
right, us Chelsea pitch owners, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Yeah, they can't do now. You know, so we've got
That's a
lot
great
of
one.
good things.
That's true. Harper Crate says, we want Mason Mount, we want Mason Mount to the tune of we want Glazers out. And that's a great one, because they go, otherwise we'll cut you head to toe. That's what we should do. That should be the chant for Mason to keep Mason Mount to the Bowley and Barley. We'll cut you head to toe. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Remember that one, Johnny, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Start that one off.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Come on.
We want our Chelsea back.
Uncle Ken wouldn't have stood for this as well.
Nah. No chance, bro. No.
And Kai Havertz has a good one as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, of course he does. Kai's got a great one. He won us Champions League. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But, you know, people struggle to accept that. They're like, oh, you're just living off that one goal. Yeah, well, that one goal is a massive trophy for our football club. It's our second star. What do you mean just living off that one goal? What do you mean? Look at the generational team we had with Lampard, Terry, Cech, Drogba, and they just about done it. Just, you know, we were close. What if they never did win it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, it was written in the stars.
It was written, but I'm saying we had to go through so many obstacles to get there.
Yeah, but Johnny, we should have won it 3-4 times, and we were robbed how many times? So.
Yeah, we were robbed, mate.
And
that just shows you what team we had.
And who made the assist to Kai Havertz? Who was it again?
Yeah.
And who dragged out the defender? Timo.
Exactly.
Yeah. Timo, key goal that by Timo, what he did. Yeah. Underrated. And do you know what?
Still a supporter, man.
Yeah, he loves Chelsea, doesn't he? He knows we supported him. We supported him big time. Big time.
Do. Still do.
You know?
Yeah, put respect to these guys' names, man. Yeah, come on. Everybody.
Part of our history. They're part of our history.
Yeah.
And these
Johnny,
players
sorry, go on, Hannah.
And these players have feelings as well, so maybe take that on board as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're young, man.
They do have feelings as well.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, they're young. They're part of the social media generation. They're into all of that stuff. They see what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Them, doesn't it?
Do you know what I mean? But Johnny, in regards of us getting a keeper, who do you think we should go for?
That I don't know.
I'm in the same situation as you. I don't really know what keepers we should really be going for, because there's
all the good ones are got.
Yeah.
You know,
there's no one available.
That's what you use a scouting department for, which they gutted out.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
our
our scouters were that great. There was some questionable ones in there, but you know, your track record goes by who we've signed and what we've delivered, and we've done pretty all right. So you know, not every club gets signings bang on, No club gets every signing spot on. It just doesn't
Mm.
happen. Unless you're doing tweaks and changes like
Yeah.
Sir Alex did. Even though he built 3 teams, he done tweaks and changes and he got away with it, you know. But I think with if we had Tuchel, he would have been that type of gaffer, tweaks and changes, buying the right players at the right time. And if you got the fullback in, you know, he'll get rid of players that don't want to play. Look at what Pep done with Cancelo. Cancelo was fucking last year probably the best left or right back, whatever. Yeah. And he's just got rid of him. Just got rid of him. Straight to
Elite
Bayern Munich.
minerals.
And you know, can you see any of our gaffers doing that? No chance. No chance.
Well, Jose done that, didn't he?
Yeah, but not. I'm looking past that. Like up to now, if Tuchel's in charge, do you think the ownership would let him do that?
Probably not. No.
No. So it's like you've got to give leeway. The ownership have to give leeway. They have to respect the professionals in the game and let them do their job. Let them do what they're about. You know, land it. Let them be the gaffer.
Well,
You know,
for me,
everyone talks about our stadium having poor atmosphere. Well, why do you think that is? We've lost Tuchel, who was the major connection to us. Like when we were traveling home and away, it was Super Tommy Tuchel chant all day long, all the way through. We had a connection. We knew our gaffer was going to fight for us. We knew we were going to play well. We were up for it. We're going to have a go. All that's been stripped. And then we've got Jellyfish Yes Man who just clap merchant or hardly ever claps and goes in his dugout like he's going in the sand. And it's like, what are we supposed to, where we fired up? If our gaffer ain't even firing us up, he ain't even firing the players up. So if the players ain't fired up, how are we as supporters meant to be fired up? So it's a knock-on effect. And this is all down to the owners, bro. It is what it is. But
which striker do you think we'll get in the summer? Sorry, Chelsea boys.
Looking at Osimhen, but you know.
Yeah, I want him.
But what's he done? Like if you deep it, if you're going to pay 100 million, what's he achieved?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we used to spend 100 million pounds on players, they were proven at some sort of level, or they won something. Like we're spending 100 million on players that are fucking, they haven't done anything.
No.
You're just buying potential again. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but when I listen to John Obi Mikel talk about Osimhen, he says, well, no, he's not got the touch like Drogba. Oh, my God. If he hasn't got a touch like Drogba, what are you buying him for?
Yeah.
He's going to be one of those, you need to give him service. Well, who's creating for him?
Mm.
So you're going back to square one. Go and get a DM, and maybe we can start creating. Get back to basics. Understand football. Understand the way that it's set up. That's what I'm saying. But I can't see it. I can't see it.
You need to work on your back
Johnny,
first,
do you think we should get rid of the Karate Kid merchant in the summer?
Oh, what, Kovacic?
Kovakai.
I think he's gone anyway. But
yeah,
I think I always said this about Cover. I think he's fantastic dribbling. He's press resistant. He can break the lines. But when it comes to a final ball and shooting for a number 8, he's not good enough. He's just not, you know, there's a level to this game. Can you imagine Gundogan doing what Cover does and being in Pep's team? Gundogan gets goals, bruv. He gets assists. And he's playing in a similar role. I don't get it. And it's not taking everything away from Cover because I think he's a talented player. But why do you think Real Madrid got rid of him? You know? But I respect him, and he's won the Champions League. You know, I think, was he injured though? He was injured for Real Madrid, wasn't he? We didn't have him. We didn't even have him for the final. Did Cover play Cover didn't play the final, did he, Chelsea old boys? I don't think he did. So here's what it is, guys. Here's what it is. I think I expect him to go anyway. I think he's going to go.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. No point keeping players that don't want to be here either, is it?
No.
Just doesn't work.
No.
Do you ever think we're going to see Lewis Hall back in the squad?
Does it look likely? He'd probably get sold.
That's shocking, though, man. Because I prefer Lewis Hall over Cucurella, man. Personally.
Lewis Hall's got a bunch of talent, but the thing
Yeah,
is,
man, he's fearless, bro.
He's meant to be a midfielder, and I can't see him in midfield. That's his position.
Even the same with Chukwuemeka. We don't really see him either. Like, I don't know what's going on.
The thing is that they're spending 600 million. They're selling players. They're not selling the right players, and they're not doing it with their gaffer in charge to instill the philosophy, which is just backwards as you like. Who spends that sort of money going backwards and with backwards thinking? Because that's what it is. There's no planning. There's no nothing.
So when Colwell comes back in the summer, who's losing their place? Or do you think he's going to be rotated?
When Cover goes in the summer, who's going to come in?
No. Colwell.
Oh, Colwell. I don't even know if he's coming back. I don't even know if he's
Really?
coming back. Yeah.
Guys,
We've
I'm
got
back. Nature was
indefinite. Says if we don't play Mace v Real Madrid, he's gone. Lamps will or Tuchel will get him at their next club. This is Frank's chance to adapt back free and send this to Todd.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, and listen. I think Lamps will probably end up being like some sort of director at Chelsea, or he wants that role. In my opinion, I think that's the way it's going, guys. As opposed to being a manager again or at another club. Realistically, I would love Lamps to win the Champions League, but I think if you're not playing your best players in the best position, so for me, Thiago Silva, Kante, Mason Mount, Reece James, Chilwell, Kai, those are the key players, and Enzo. They're the key players.
So Johnny, you're trying to say Lampard's going to come back and he's going to be like an ambassador, like what Peter Cech was?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I think that might be the next, or maybe that's the thought process that Frank's
trying to make him like a little bit of the face, that last bit of DNA, the legend of Chelsea.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself out, Lamps, please. Don't.
Yeah, exactly. Don't sell yourself out. And I think JT leaving's not selling himself out.
Yeah. JT will never do that. He'll get his mum like Robin as well. I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Maybe JT's gone at Bowley's missus. I don't know, but I'll just throw it out there.
Just easy catch, probably, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too easy.
Respect to you, Hannah. Sorry, but don't mean it.
Yeah. It's nothing.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm one of the boys anyway.
Go on, girl.
Right.
Go on.
It's fine.
Oh, mate. But listen, guys, fantastic show. I'm going to wrap it up. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you do like, subscribe, membership, all that jazz, notification. Make sure you put your comments down below. Respect to everyone participating. Respect to Hannah, Cursor, and Chelsea Old Boys for coming on and landing there.
Thank you for having me on, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Pleasure. Well, thank you for supporting my channel.
Thank you for building the confidence as well. Thank you.
It's good. Yeah, keep it going, guys. Always
We're
land minerals every week.
We're very lucky to have Minerals FC, you know, so we land it all the time. The truth, you know, and we never sell ourselves out. And that's it. We're just amazing platform, you know. But yeah, big up to all mental health out there as well. To all people who need help, suffering. Yeah, we're here for you. Minerals FC family, always here.
Facts, guys. And I appreciate every single one of you and everyone that doesn't even come on, people I don't even know, whoever's watching and supporting. Respect to every single one of you. You know, it doesn't go unnoticed. And, you know, in numbers, we're stronger. And we need to keep continuing to push out the correct narratives for the eye of true fans. You know what I mean? Let's have it right. That's what it's all about. But guys, big up, respect. Thank you so much. Up the Chelsea as always.
Up the Minerals FC.
Up the Minerals FC. And Chelsea Old Boys, anything you want to say?
No, I'll just everybody believe, unite together. We're all one Chelsea big family, So, and let's put these owners in their place and understand that we are the eye of the fan and we rule the fucking roost. Okay, up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. Guys, big up to every single one of you. Thank you so much. And I'll take you all out. But big up to every single one of you. Respect
London is
and
blue.
appreciate. London is blue,
The
always
pride of
fact.
London.
Let's have it right. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Cheers, guys. All right. Big up, Hannah. All right, so guys, big up to every single one of you. Make sure you put your comments down below. Like the video, like the stream, and please put your comments because that's what we want. I want to see what your feedback is on everything we discussed. Respect every single one of you. And as always, I'll bring out something tomorrow, and we'll keep going, guys, and we'll keep landing it, and we'll keep our main focus is to defend our club and to make sure that these owners see the light and see the true eye of the fan, because they're clearly not, and it's a danger to our football club. So it is what it is, guys. Up the Chelsea as always, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Hold on a minute, 1 second, guys. I've just been alerted here that we've got Diego Simeone and an account here, Atletico Universe. The defensive Atletico Madrid in 25 minutes has scored more goals than the attacking Chelsea in their last 284 minutes. And funny enough, that's called Atletico Universe, a big account, and João Felix has blocked them. João Felix has blocked them. So I do like that. That's Minerals landed. And he ain't going back to Atletico Madrid. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign that João Felix is respecting where he's at. He's respecting the club he's playing for. And that is what it's all about. So big up to João Felix for that. Up to Chelsea, up to Minerals FC. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the Minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the Minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.